crap. Hello. Oh, I have no idea if it's going to save me going live or anything. It did not save my live stream. That's the next thing that is going on today. And a long stream of just crap on top of crap on top of crap. Hopefully the link that is in Twitter is the right link. Oh my god. What can you do but, like, laugh about it? Like, oh lord. So hello everyone. I have the headphone in my ear because I'm all ready to watch this trailer for you guys. I can't put it on screen, but I can definitely watch it. So hopefully the notifications will go out. I had way too many videos uploaded today. Hello, Jibachu. We have way too many videos uploaded today between Captain Marvel and... Not Captain Marvel, Captain America. Too many captains. Hello, Stone Loki. God, hopefully the notifications went out. I will go back and go into my Twitter and see what happened there. Hello, Zuki. Hail. Oh, boy. I don't think... Yeah. I don't think anything... Lord. Hello, Mage Grey Wolf. You got the notification. Yay! Thank you so much. You got the notification. Okay, good. I want to make sure it's going out on Twitter, so I'm not seeing it going out on Twitter, and that really, really bothers me. It makes me like so sad because I uploaded the reaction to the poster that they leaked out on Twitter today for She-Ra. They uploaded they had that little Captain America blurb on Twitter today, and I have been kind of idle. This is one of those weird days. Oh, hello, Soul the Dragon, Russian bot number 305029 reporting. Well, welcome. Yeah, so this is one of those weird days where, like, nothing happens, and I'm kind of sitting idle, waiting for stuff to happen, and then everything happens, and it's kind of overwhelming. And I know we had New York Comic Con going on today, and there's a lot of crap coming out from New York Comic Con, so as I'm sure as the stream goes on, we will have so many... Hello, Rivers. We have so many other things probably to talk about, and oh yeah, it's been a day, so and a night, and it's been a thing. So hopefully you guys all caught the Tribunal last night. It was super fun and wonderful and amazing, and I don't see... Let's see. I don't see if it went out on Twitter, so I'm going to have to tweet this out again and make sure I have the right link. How's everyone doing in chat? Did you guys all see the Captain America news today? Because that was one of the things that happened, was the Captain America news. And it looks like they're probably killing him off, which we kind of knew. I think I knew that. We knew that. So I'm going to go and make sure I have the right... There's the right link. There. I'm going to hashtag it for you guys. I'm so sorry. I had this all set up and then it totally lost me. Hashtag what else is going on? I have no idea what else is going on right now. We'll just put react. Or, yeah, whatever. Chris has turned and so SJW is nuts. I think everybody's kind of turned SJW, and people kind of forget that people don't like being preached to about stuff. You know, we go to like the movies and entertainment and stuff just because we want the escapism. You know, we want to not deal with our everyday life shit. And I've seen the trailer. Oh my god! Well, I saw the teaser one 3 weeks ago. And I just talked about it over on my boss Tom's stream on Midnight's Edge After Dark. So hopefully we'll probably do a show sometime. We need the purge of the world. Yeah, God, if we had the purge, imagine that would be no. That's not good for someone like me. I have a temper. Hello, Herpicus McDurpington. Hello, Cody Boddicker. No, I have a temper, and when I am not happy about stuff. Yeah, when I'm not happy about stuff. I'm paying attention to news, that's why I watch you. Oh, thank you. I hope I can be entertaining at least and kind of give you as much of a anti-spin on the news as I can. And that's kind of my mission on YouTube quite a bit. So I want to give you guys the anti-spin. Pop culture is dead. I blame the SJWs. I wish you could bulldoze them off to the cliff to a wet and rocky end. You know, yeah, and it's so frustrating. Like, did you guys see all of that? Did you guys see all those Marvel like little ads about getting people to vote, and it it kind of reminds me of how cringy the rock the vote things were back in the 90s when people were trying to, and it was never as bad as it is though, but it was never as bad as it was now. It was always this, oh, hello, Mary Ashmead. We have a new emoji, so check out your emojis. By the way, we do have a new emoji. It is a ship from my favorite TV show. But yeah, it was never this bad back in the day. And you know, there was another thing I was wanting to talk about too on a live stream about yeah, did you guys see that guy who kicked the phone out of the abortion protest lady's hand? Like he kicked the woman. It's like, okay, you're there to respect the rights of you're there to respect women by kicking the phone out of somebody's hand, by kicking a woman. Like, what are you doing, brother? What are you doing, buddy? Why are we at this point in the world where people think it's okay to assault each other? And yay, you got my shadow ship. Smash the like button. I like your childhood on the rocks. Just like your childhood on the rocks. Yes. Okay, I just finished watching the She-Ra full trailer. I know, I've got it pulled up. I'm going to watch it live for you guys, but I can't... Oh, it is in the description. I can't show it on screen here, obviously, for copyright, and I can't play the audio. But I'm going to watch it. Oh my god, what did Amy Schumer do? She got arrested? Oh no. What other news do we have? Yes, respect women or else you get the boot. How is this okay? I mean, like... fuck, what are we doing in this world? Like, do you remember in like 20 years ago we had the anti-abortion crazy people going in and murdering doctors because of that shit? Like, dude, what are we doing in this world? What are we doing in this country? And it just it's so frustrating and heartbreaking, and like I see like these new political ads that they're putting for the Marvel stuff. If you guys haven't seen them, you guys probably all know what we're talking about. I saw Jeremy tweet out, Marvel has lost their damn minds, right? Yeah, and I don't get where these rich Hollywood assholes get off on telling people like us who don't make a lot of money, who don't really have a lot going on, these people who have the world handed to them, that it's like they're preaching to us like you have a right. I mean, yeah, use your influence to say what your beliefs are, sure, but they come across so preachy. This is why the Oscars are failing. This is why the Golden Globes are failing. And this is what... And I hate getting political, but it just comes across so preachy on any side. Anytime you get into that. And I am of the side of I am right, damn it, no matter what. And it's not up for debate. I am right. And thank you for my new emoji. Well, thanks, Seraph Armoros. He actually made those. Chris Pers, I already hit the like button. Thank you guys so much. What else you were saying? I just watched your poster reaction. Not impressed by the poster. You were great. Oh, thank you. I've been beating myself up over these things on YouTube, and, you know, I want to keep it real with you guys that I didn't even realize the She-Ra trailer dropped, and I wish I would have done a reaction to that. I was thinking about doing a live stream. I've been kind of miserable all day. I didn't get any sleep, and there's stuff going on. So, yeah, so I've been kind of... It's like, I want to make videos, I want to make content, I want to hang out with you guys. I love you guys so much. You are my family, and... you guys just perk me right up, and I love every minute I'm with you guys. And yeah, and I've just been kind of spinning on all this, you know, like, what am I going to do today? And I was waiting for the new Star Trek Discovery little short that's coming out tonight, and I will make a video on that. Probably upload that at like 2 a.m. or something once I get the video made and recorded. And or it's probably going to be tonight. It's probably going to be a quadruple upload day where we do a live stream and 3 videos, but peace is never an option. I know. Compromise and listening is a lost art that the country needs to relearn. I know. Hello, Midnight's Edge After Dark. Award show celebrities have always been political, just different because we have celebrities in the office, kind of like the 80s. Yeah, that's true. And there's so much crap that just bothers me with it. There's just not a lot of escapism. And the only escapism I even have anymore is music. What do you guys use to escape? You guys use YouTube, but we're here kind of being like the echo chamber and the voice of reason for you guys as much as we can. Part 3, announced publicity. He's doing it, and not because he's being forced. He should also be required to vote for the next Republican candidate for the presidential nomination. Yeah, and I don't want to say one way or another politically, because I'm not going to piss off half of my viewers, but I know that being preachy really doesn't help anything with anybody, no matter which side you're on. And in the 90s, we had the people blowing themselves up, murdering doctors at abortion clinics, and now we're kind of on that path, because I see so many videos of SJW sort of people beating up each other, and it's always the same. It's always the same shit. When are we gonna move past all this? Every time I see something like this, I'm like, are we still here? Are we still doing this? We're still on this part of life where we're still fighting and screaming at each other and horrible to each other, and and it's so Mary says she got back from getting her son. You just got home. Hopefully you're doing okay today, Mary. You got your son from school. You too. Jewelry making, listening to music. Yeah, music is like my hugest escape right now, and music is where my heart is, my passion anymore. And I don't know what to like do about it. So it's kind of nuts where music is like, yeah, music's mine too. Yeah, and that's kind of where I am. Like, I can't talk about music on YouTube because of copyright stuff, and half of the stuff I listen to gets blocked by a bot. It's nuts. I'm starting to see political ads on YouTube. I don't watch normal TV because of them. If you know what, I am okay with you guys using ad block. I am never going to say watch the ads, turn off that pesky. No, I'm never going to do that with you guys. If you guys need to turn off the ads on YouTube, I totally 100% understand. And if you guys don't have money for Patreon or Super Chats, never feel pressured to do any of that stuff. Because I have to sometimes, like, when I see an ad on something, I have to, like, look the other way. If I'm on my phone responding to you guys, or my tablet or whatever, and I'm responding to something, and I see an ad pop up, I can't watch. I can't look at it. I have to go over to my computer, look at something else, and... Can I say what he likes? Listening to synthwave? Yeah, absolutely. Modern music sucks. I write while listening to synthesizers are great. Hello, Stephanie B. I'm a bot. Hello, Real Court says. Yeah, member bear. Are you doing member berries in chat? We need some member berries. Read it all. The guy deserved it. What did I miss? Oh, part 5 says the man baby. Part 4, just some ideas, man. If you're paying for a show and you cancel it early, at least get some laughs out of it. Also, any stipulation where he has to publicly wear a diaper with a sash. Okay. I'm gonna miss some of that. I'm so sorry. I zone out to Tangerine Dream every now and then, or audiobooks. Oh, I love those type of music. Acid Mother's Temple is one of my favorites. There's a song called what the hell's the Acid Mother Temple song? I really, really love that. God, Acid Mother's Temple and the Cosmic Inferno. Acid Mother's Temple and the Cosmic Inferno, I think, is the name of the song anyways. Oh yeah, it's the name of Anthem of Space. That's the one. Listen to Anthem of Space. That's kind of my get high and listen to song. Went back when I was doing that, when I had that as an option. So I'll watch the ads for anyone that is doing good things. You, Gary, Tom, and Doomcock are our voices, which is the greatest thing one can do. Oh, thank you. And I appreciate that. I never want to pressure anybody to it. I was listening to Blade Runner 2019 soundtrack. I like movie soundtracks. Movie soundtracks are really good. Nightcore is the only good music left. See, I've been listening to a lot of Ghost lately. I really love them. And I've been listening to a lot of, like... I miss a... I miss going into record stores. I miss... Yeah, I miss going into record stores, finding that obscure thing that I knew one song off of, or I'd heard of a band in passing that I wanted to check out, buying an album and being blown away. I had that with bands like the Misfits, or 45 Grave, or the Cramps, I had those weird connections to these bands. Zabu will cuddle away the stress. Oh, he's a sweetie. He's a good cuddle bug. And it's just, today's one of those weird days, like, anime soundtracks are good. I don't know. I'm not a big anime person, but He likes the Hotline Miami music, but mainly perturbator. Media is dead. I think media is kind of dead, you know? Like, the most recent band I listen to that has current stuff is Ghost, and they're kind of amazing. I have cramps and it's not the band Midnight's Edge After Dark says. Also, shout out to Midnight's Edge After Dark. We end up doing podcasts over there all the time, and he's a good friend of my channel and everything, and kind of my boss. So, music came up 5 minutes until Mecca's Devo talk. Well, Devo is kind of one of my favorite bands of all time. Absolutely, Devo gets a lot of the stuff. I mean, Devo's in the 70s. They were saying, yeah, people are de-evolving. We're getting dumber as a species. You know, de-evolution is real, and I really absolutely believe that. I don't know if we were so much getting dumber. I think we got dumb around 1974, and we've not really recovered. I don't think we really recovered. I mean, we're still doing the same shit. We're repeating the same habits that we've always done. You know, we're fighting with each other, and we're these are what cost me $30. Oh, I'm so sorry. And that's do you need me to like? You mentioned that. Do you need me to like reimburse you for any of that? I'm so sorry about the whole overdraft stuff, and I you know, I'm kind of broke myself, and I know that Devo's Life. I love them. Yeah, I got to see them, and I really love it. Brie versus Mikey Spock, who wins? Well, we do have the Mikey Spock emoji right here, or the Brie Larson emoji, and I don't know why my chat is so laggy. Well, let me tell you, people in the 80s are back in music. I know, a lot of people in the 80s are like, well, the 80s are back anyway. And this is why bands like Ghost are so successful. And imagine the like button to be Harvey's release button. Push it, you know you want to. Yeah. Well, I do have, oh God, I didn't show you the other thing I got. Okay, so I put the picture of Twitter out with I think I like cute cuddly things that want to murder me. So this is something that I ended up finding yesterday, and I couldn't resist, and it's a stupid Hot Topic exclusive, and I think looks like the pop figure or something, but it's a Funko, and I don't like Funko stuff, but by the way, Devo is one of my top 10 favorite bands. Me too. Devo is one of my top 10 favorite bands. They're like right up there. You got like Devo, and you got Ween, and you've got like Sparks, Rocky Erickson. Yeah, there's a few of them that I just bands I'm in love with. You know, I kind of want to see Ween on November or on Halloween. Is it November 2nd? It's November 2nd. But I have a Ghost show on the 1st, and then I just don't know if I can do it, but yeah. So I found feed me C4. I found the Audrey 2 plushie, and she's kind of adorable. I couldn't resist. I couldn't afford it, but I couldn't resist. So I found that yesterday actually. Let's pour water on it after midnight. I think Devo was ahead of their time. I think they would. Weird Al will never let you down. I've seen Weird Al 4 times in concert. So I have a story about Weird Al. I almost got to meet Weird Al, or I almost got to have something signed. I got to meet Weird Al. I didn't get to talk to him because his voice was having all these his voice was having all of these issues. He was losing his voice, so he could only sing, and he had to save his voice. Audrey's asexual. I thought Audrey was a woman because it's a mama. Mean green mama. It's a woman. It's a plant. I call her she. Her name's Audrey. Her name's Audrey too. But yeah, I found the Audrey 2 plant, and I think it's kind of adorable. She's got the Weird Al live DVD yesterday. I think I had that on VHS actually. It produces by itself though. That's true. That is true. The guy sure looks like plant food to me. I'm so jealous you're going to Ghost. Yeah, barring nothing happening, yeah, I'm going to go see Ghost. So, barring anything else happening, sometimes things happen. So, the Flash's weakness machine is mortal. Yeah, and Devo were super ahead of their time. Devo were one of those bands that they kind of got it. They had the most amazing sarcasm, you know, with songs like, you know, if you hear the lyrics to Beautiful World, it's a beautiful world for you, not for me. And that resonates so much to this day. You know? He really likes them. Yeah, I really like Ghost as well. They're one of those bands that just kind of crawls under your skin. It just feels like home. It feels like one of those things that you just feel connected to. And Devo is like that. I was tweeting some songs out today that really, really kind of crawl into your blood and feel like home. Yes. Hashtag rights for carnivorous plants. TM. Feed me Seymour. It was weird. YouTube signed me out for some reason. It does that to me all the time. It always does that to me. Are we just singing Little Shop of Horrors? I don't want to get copyright stuff for that. I still need to watch the She-Ra trailer and be pissed about it. I have just discovered Ghost. I love them. Yeah, where the crap did they come from? They came out of the woodwork. They've got like 3 albums and I'm like in love the second I hear them. It's like, dude, yes. I don't even remember what it recommended. Like, I knew they covered a Rocky Erickson song. I knew they covered If You Have Ghosts, which I am one of the hugest Rocky Erickson fans on the planet. I go back to every era of his career, and I even have some of the stuff he wrote right after he got out of the mental hospital or the asylum in like 72, and I have so many. I've got a stack of Rocky Erickson albums like this high, so it's wonderful. Don't watch Hero, watch the vodka bottle get emptier. I actually have tequila down here on the floor, but I can't drink it, so I need to dump it or something. I can't drink anymore. I cannot drink. I just cannot drink. But yeah. It's one of those things. Like I spent a good decade on pills and drinking. Like I would be on pills for a couple weeks and then I would get off of those with with alcohol, and that was, yeah. First heard about Ghost from Metal Jesus. I haven't watched Metal Jesus in a while. God, I haven't watched him in forever. But I can't collect video games like I used to. I actually sold a lot of my collection. Don't watch the trailer. I'm an 80s kid, and I will not ruin my childhood. Rob, hello Rob. This is my good friend Rob from Midnight's Edge After Dark. Yes, Tumblr. I need to watch it though, so I can be pissed at it because I've got it pulled up, and I know it's gonna be bad because the other trailer was bad. The little one that we already talked about earlier, like 3 weeks ago, was horrible, and yeah, it's crazy. It's what are we doing in entertainment anymore? What are we doing that we have to that we have to like keep rebooting shit? It's crazy. I have an iron liver, so I'm like the Energizer of Bunny of Bourbon. Well, yeah, and I have a high tolerance too, but I say stupid shit, and then I'm like hungover for about an hour, and then I'm fine. No, like new She-Ra. It doesn't look good. It does not look good. I was a kid in the 80s. I watched She-Ra. I had She-Ra toys. I had the She-Ra toy. I had the one with the horse, though. Should do a drinking game for every bad episode of She-Ra. Well, that's every episode of Netflix, I think. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Layer and Grafo, feel the power of hate. It's your destiny. And I'm kind of to the point. I'm kind of the point where, like, it's almost more depressing today. It's because I didn't get sleep last night. It's because I've been stressed and worried about other shit, and there's a lot of stuff going on, and then there's like noise in the house, and so when I did finally get to sleep, I was woken up by people yelling and screaming, and long story short, there's baby mama drama with the people upstairs, and it's yeah, so. Jessica Butler, I think Legolas is hot. Who is that? I don't know who that is. The 80s had best toys and animated shows. It did. Oh, Legolas? I don't know who that is. Ghost, 'tis the season. Yeah, this season, Ghost is going to be amazing. Don't even drink and sit in your car waiting for a ride. Yeah, I don't do that. At least I got the Castlevania show looking forward to. Yeah, well, the Castlevania show wasn't bad. My thing is, I love gothic horror. Absolutely love gothic horror. I'm not a huge fan of anime. So had it been like a Hammer series that was like that, I probably would have liked it a lot more. Don't be stressed. Yeah, I know. It's hard. It's hard not to be stressed. There's just, I think a lot of it's lack of sleep. I cannot drink. That's one thing. I just cannot drink. There's other stuff, but You could say the original She-Ra was sexy at least. The only wrong kind of people would say that about the new one. Well, yeah, because she looks so much like a little kid for this new She-Ra, The elf from Lord of the Rings. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm not a Lord of the Rings person. That's the thing. I've never really been into Lord of the Rings. I know way too much about it from Blind Guardian. Blind Guardian is one of those bands I absolutely love and adore, and they have pretty much every song with Lord of the Rings. Orlando Bloom is Legolas. All right. Yeah, I think I kind of know who you're talking about, but Nushira looks like a boy. Nushira does look like a boy. That's why I call her Hira. He looks like a Hira. Absolutely looks like a Hira. Oh, thank you so much for the share. I got a message saying I shared it on the Facebook group. Well, thank you so much for the share. I really, really, really super appreciate it. So, thank you so much. Thanks so much, Tom. Tom is like Tom's a good friend. He's definitely I really enjoy doing the Midnight's Edge podcast so much because, like, you know, I just wish, yeah. They turned Sheer into a trap. Yeah, you know, let's get it out of the way. Let's get mad at this. Let me watch this trailer for you guys. I'm not gonna, you know, should I put it on screen like I do with should I put a little bit on screen like I do with the Babylon 5 one or no? I know I don't want to copyright bots because I'm saying bad stuff about it. All right, so I'm gonna ignore the chat for 2 minutes and 44 seconds while I look at this trailer. Oh my god, they didn't even bother to animate a background? Oh, Lord. See, now I gotta show you clips of it. What is this? What is this background? Why? Why? This is like, you're giving me an all-black background, right? Can I advance a frame? No, I can't. That gets rid of my display capture. Well, then, that makes sense. Shit. Yeah, okay, really jerky animation. They're still doing the animating every third frame, and I can't really show you that. Yeah. Okay, she looks better as Adora than she does as She-Ra. Oh, this is so anime. This is so anime. I don't like this. I don't like the way this character looks. Sad for living at the moment of cultural change in everything that is or was part of our childhood fantasy. I know, it's heartbreaking. Like, I can't keep losing shit. You know, I can't keep losing, like... We're losing Star Wars, we're losing Star Trek. Oh my god, what is this character? Now I gotta go back. What is this character? Who is this guy? Why does this guy have hips? Why does this guy in the middle have hips? Why does he have hips? He has... Who is this guy? This is one of my problems in anime is that, like, I can never tell if it's a man or a woman. You know? James Andrew Morrison looks like a late 80s Western idea of anime. Please don't call that shit anime. No, I know, but that's what it's trying to be. That's what it's trying to look like. And I don't think... I think it's a girl. Well, that's one of the problems I have with, like, actual anime is that it looks... I can never tell if it's a man or a woman. And that's one of my problems because I'm not an anime person, so... Alright, that character looks terrible. And who's the chick with the 70s porno star? Why can't I... Is this just me? Who's this chick with the 70s porn mustache? Who is this chick? Who's this pregnant girl? Why do they have a pregnant girl here? Well, we didn't get to see the sets at Stage 9 Studios. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, there was a queen, I think. I forget. That's a guy. Okay, so the girl with the porn mustache is a guy, even though he's got pretty girl eyes. This is a woman, even though he looks like a man. This little girl is pregnant. I can't tell if this is a man or a woman. Oh, my God. They made Glimmer fat. It's just sad. That's a guy. It's Seahawk. All right. Stop trying to make everyone gender neutral. I know. Just make guys or girls. From DreamWorks Animation. You got DreamWorks name attached to this. Isn't that Kathleen Kennedy? Doesn't it have something to do with her? I don't like the voice acting. Ketra. Okay, Ketra is the thing. Cool. Why does she go cool? DreamWorks, you're better than this. I know. Okay, so Hira's like cool. In a low, deep voice, but she's got a whiny, screechy, annoying YouTuber voice. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me. Okay, you're transforming. Okay, now who's this chick with a little heart on her thing? Is this, oh my god, is this Rainbow Brute? No, this is not Rainbow Brute. This is Rainbow Brute's kid. What's Rainbow Brute's kid named? That's gonna... why? Oh no, oh no, oh no. Why? Why? So we got Mikey Spock here with the hair. Shiro. I blame Noelle Stevenson for asserting herself into She-Ra. That's Bo. He's a dude. Why does he look feminine? They gender swapped everybody. Oh, okay. They have so many scale issues here. Oh, Lord. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, so her arms are big and stupid and muscly in this scene. And now they're scrawny and skinny here. Like what the crap? What the actual fuck? What the actual fuck? Please don't call it Rainbow Brute. No, Rainbow Brute's actually good. Now they've helped out. Hell, Mecha Random 42. Oh, thank you, Richard. Why do their chins look sharp enough to cut wood? I don't know. It's crazy. Bo has been race spent. The black guy looks like a gay Finn. Is that Bo? Oh my god. Really? Oh, fuck me. Running? What's wrong with you? It's the CalArts animation is lazy. Yeah, it is. Why do you need a skirt and shorts? Because she's trying to look like an anime character. And did you notice? Okay, look at how wide and thick her legs are compared to the rest of her. They're as big as her hips. She's supposed to transform into a woman. Like when she's She-Ra, she's supposed to be a grown-ass woman, right? Oh, Tiger SP57 just subscribed. Thank you for subscribing. So how old is She-Ra? Is she supposed to be in the show? Like 10. I think she's supposed to be like 12 as Adora, and then she grows up into a woman, right? Why can't I've lost the rest of my sight? I'm so sorry. This generation's lazy animation strikes again. And we had shit animation as a kid. Yeah, She-Ra took a trip to the dentist. Watches She-Ra defeats tooth decay and plaque. That's a grown woman. It's supposed to be. It's a Trap Productions. Just subscribe. Thank you for being a brand new subscriber. Oh, Lord. So I can't play you the trailer. Oh, Lord. No. Look at this animation. All right, look at this animation. This is all I can show you this. Look at this little fat boy. And jump. Really badly animated. Really badly animated, in my opinion. Whew. Bad. We knew it was going to be bad. It's called the evil horror. Who calls it that? Everybody. Oh, Lord. The production is just all over the place. This is like watching Discovery bad. Why? Is that a black lesbian? Maybe. The hentai version of She was good. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. The Rebellion. Oh my god, they're doing Star Wars Rebellion. Hordak has Hitler hair. Facepalm, my word. Bo looks feminine. More feminine than Hera. Yes. Hello, Rings TV official channel. Hello. That's the coolest name I've ever heard. With his little cracky voice. Oh, no. Why is the horse cross-eyed? Why is the horse cross-eyed? Sorry, I'm yelling. Why are you cross-eyed? You can't even... Turn it off, end our suffering. Why are you cross-eyed? What? The actual fuck? Bob and I will be on later. Yeah, and subscribe to Captain April. Shout out to Captain April. Stephanie's his wife in the chat. Special needs horse. Why is the horse retarded? What? Oh my god. What in the actual fuck is going... Seraph, you're an animation fanatic. You retarded dirt face whore. Rainbow Bright is cooler. Rainbow Bright wasn't... I wasn't into Rainbow Bright, but oh my god. What in the actual fuck? Is anyone else is freezing a lot? I'm so sorry if it's freezing. It shouldn't be. Try refreshing, Tom. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know. It's... That's my new screen grab. That's my screen grab. There, this is my new thumbnail. Oh god. Oh my god. What's the show called? Hera and the boyish lesbians of Reboot. This is from the new She-Ra. Oh, she's the real. Fuck. Oh, and she's screaming like a little bitch. Oh Lord, now oh God. Oh no, and now I. Oh fuck! Now I ended up in the multiplayer accidentally. How do I get out of the multiplayer? Oh no, how do I get out of the multiplayer? And I closed it because I'm an idiot. Oh no. Now I gotta go back. Now I gotta go back to where the retarded horse was. I want the September 10th one. I want the new one. Where's the... Alright, I gotta go back. Fix those eyes. Yeah, I gotta go back. I lost it because I went to that multiplayer thing, which I hate. Retarded horse looks like it's falling out of the sky. And then they captured stupid retard horse. What are they gonna do? Put him to... Yes, please turn him into glue. Please turn him into glue. Cobra cat. Why are Cobra Commander guys here? Why are Cobra Goon? All right, now I gotta show you. All right, why are guys from Cobra capturing derp face fucking horsiekins? Right? Why do these guys look like Cobra guys? Oh fuck me. Tell me, how bad is it? Is the Masters of the Universe dead? It's been dead, yeah. It's why did Cobra Commander want him? Why does Cobra Commander want him? Sort of cheap armor. Well, it doesn't have armor. Yeah, and the horse still looks like that. And like they keep is it in canon that it has to look retarded like that? And I hate using the word retarded. Oh, Lord. This will probably be copyright claimed or something. Alright, who's this lizard dude? And now who's this butch person? Oh my god. Who are these people? So now you got this butch looking... And you got this derpy lizard guy. Oh no. Oh no. Derpy corn. Derpy mellow pony. I think that's an insult. I might watch if it really were Cobra. Yeah, yeah, if it was really Cobra, absolutely. Absolutely would. Oh, Lord. Oh, and this is the mermaid chick? I had the mermaid chick. They race swapped the mermaid chick. I don't remember. Oh, no, why? I don't have anything else to say. Where's the horde? The stupid unicorn always sucked. I only watched it for the chicks. Well, I mean, still. Kind of like the lizard dude. He's not the worst. He's not the worst thing. This is the mermaid chick. I had the mermaid chick action figure as a kid. I did. And, oh, fuck. You do realize all your complaints are ridiculous since the original She-Ra is a censored version from what Straczynski wanted. Whatever. I'm just still going by what it was. It's my opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. She can turn into like an 8-foot tall lady with a sword. No, she's not an 8-foot tall lady. She turns into a little boy. I am serious. This guy with a mustache looks more feminine. Who's this other one? All right, this guy with the mustache looks really, really effeminate. Is it just me? Really effeminate here. Fuck. I don't get bleach for your eyes. And I'm slowing it down so I can show you guys. Oh, who's this other? All right, so they got another giant one. Or is this the same chick? Oh my god. And it's blurry and I can't pause it. And oh no. How are you the princesses of power? Oh, and she's got that voice. Oh my god. Who's this one now? Who's this pink haired? Who's this Rebel Wilson with pink hair chick? I mean, superheroes are supposed to be strong enough to fight. You know, I can't fight. Part of me wants to Photoshop his mustache out to see how girly he looks without it. He looks more feminine than She-Ra does. And I'm sorry, I can't fight and run up hills and battle. And I'm not huge. What are we doing, universe? What are we doing? God, hopefully I don't get striked. I mean, at the very end it'll get demonetized, but man, I don't want to get striked for this shit. I might have to privatize this. Too much drinking, universe. Why does the animation look incomplete these days? Because they don't finish anything. It's okay, random. You got me to fight uphill battle. But seriously, this show looks so bad. You'll be fine. Yeah, because I didn't put any audio, and I didn't actually, and I was talking over it, and we didn't actually show the thing enough for the bots, but. SJW work ethic and practice. Well, I did a video not too long ago on the diversity of the She-Ra writers room, which are a bunch of white women, all in their little pink ladies, you know, gee, are we great, diversity, yay, sort of jackets, even though they're a bunch of white women, so. Femra, the he for she edition. Yeah, the she-rot, Tom says. Most reactors show the whole video and don't get strikes. Well, I know, I'm just really scared because you know, as much as I don't like going into like the YouTube money side of stuff, I really survive on like the generosity of the viewers. And without being able to live stream, that would kill my channel. That would 100% kill my channel if I couldn't live stream. So I'm so glad I'm no longer human. It's still Hera, isn't it? Yeah. The girl with wings is probably Queen Angelica. The big pink girl might be Perfuma. Oh boy, I can't think of a good name. I love your name. I can't think of a good name. It's better than mine. Mine was Random Game User 42, and that's Mecha Random 42. Humans are stupid. They're a little stupid. Yeah, it's God. What are we doing, world? Like it's the same crap over and over again. Long live Machine Men of Mars. I'm black and I despise forced diversity, Darksaber Force says. And that's what I keep hearing. Like, it's insulting for me as a woman when they decide to make everything a woman because they think that's what I want. Women don't like other women usually, you know? I love the ladies who watch my channel because they're intelligent, you know? They're not catty, they're intelligent human beings. They're, you know, beautiful on the inside as well as out, and they get it. They're smart people. But yeah, with your normal like workplace stuff and your normal situation, women don't tend to like other women very much. Women are catty and petty and jealous and all of these things. And Oh Lord. God, okay, so Tom is telling me he's having issues watching. Is anybody else having issues? Is anyone else having issues, like, watching the stream today? Because I want to make sure you guys aren't having much issues. And if that's the case, I might need to just invite Tom into the chat, because I know he has a thing or two to say about it as well. And he's kind of, he's my good friend over there, and he's kind of my boss over on Midnight's Edge, so he gives me a gig. No problems here. Okay, so there's no problems here. It's fine for me for once. Nice. It was giving me a loading ring. If it gets a loading ring, you're gonna have to do that. Okay, so let him in, because I know he has some stuff to say about this. All right, let me set up Google Hangouts, and I'll get him in because he can't watch, and I feel bad that he can't watch. So let me get him on here. Google Hangouts. All right. Video call, but I can't use video call. Copy link. And close that window because I have too many browsers open. And let me send him a thing. Boop. All right. There we go. So I'll get him in here. Join me and my brothers and sisters. I won't be the future ruler of the earth like Doomcock, like Lord Doomcock, but I do promise to entertain you, which the Trap Production says. No problem. The machine god approves this broadcast. Nice. I have it on 360 and it's fine. I've not tried it in higher. Well, I'm down to 720 and 30 frames a second, and hopefully that's okay for you guys, resolution-wise. I used to stream at 1080 and 60 frames and not have issues, but YouTube is kind of a pain in the ass lately. So, here, I'm gonna have to turn on my audio again, and I'm gonna tell him hop on if you want. If you want, blue. Oh, if you want, because I know we usually do these Midnight's Edge shows over there. I'm on 720 right now. Nice. Put the Xeno on the Heretic SJW. Yeah. It's. Oh boy, this is bad. It is bad, and it needs to feel bad because of it. And I don't like this. No, sir, I do not like this. So we'll see if he pops in, and then I can adjust the thing accordingly. And I know he's working on, if he doesn't hop on, I know he's working on some, they're doing little news briefs over on Midnight's Edge After Dark for you guys. Because we had the news with the Captain America stuff that we were going to talk about. So, purge the Xeno, Heretic, and SJW. Yeah, I think all these women that hate men need to be put on an island and just left to rot because... Well, they're going to kill each other in a minute anyway. They're going to go and form into cliques. And I just got in and I'm hammered. How's it going? What I missed? Oh, you missed our good friend, the horse with the dirt face. I'm going to change out the thumbnail, I think, to that. To this horse with a dirt face. So I'll bring it up on screen here for you guys. I'm in pictures. I'm in documents. Sorry if I'm not on my A game today. This is just one thing after another today, and it's kind of heartbreaking. And I don't know how else to, or I don't know what else to say other than it's kind of frustrating and heartbreaking. But here we go. I'm gonna take a snapshot here of this derpy. Oh my god, it's so stupid. I'm gonna change up my thumbnail too. So if you see the thumbnail. Brie Larson needs to rethink her attitude. That's right. Oh, Brie Larson needs to rethink her attitude. She has a bad attitude and does not like us. That's fine, Mecca. The pain is deep. Well, yeah, and I didn't get much sleep last night, and there's a lot of toaster sex orgy. Anyone? Good news, Yokai Watch Blasters is out and fun. Blasters is not fun. Blasters is grindy and boring and pisses me off. This is not good news. The other bad news. Oh, well, this is actually good news. So, World Class Bullshitters. I gotta give a shout out to World Class Bullshitters. They're a great channel that I absolutely love. They're doing a watch party all day Halloween. They're doing a marathon of movies. And one of the first movies they're doing, I don't know why I held up Audrey too, is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And I think tomorrow on whatever stream or show I do, we're going to be, I'm gonna be wearing either my Killer Clowns from Outer Space shirt that I did get yesterday, or... I have another one. I do have another one. But yeah, it's kind of cool. Let me see if I still have my picture. It's in the closet and I don't get up. I got my Killer Clowns from Outer Space shirt. And then I have another, I don't want to spoil what it is, but Tom saw it on the horror show when I held it up for him. Or on a horror podcast last night. So we're doing a horror podcast over on Midnight's Edge After Dark every Wednesday. World Class Bullshitters are the best. They're great guys. I really like those guys. Go naked. I can't go naked on stream, you guys. Did you see interviews with some of the voice actors earlier? For what? For She-Ra? No. Oh god, no. I can't. No. I can't do it. Brie Larson is sexy after 2 bottles of potato vodka. Brie Larson doesn't have an ass. Oh, there was the other picture I wanted to talk about. Let's see. Captain Marvel versus Spider-Man. God, I cannot even spell today. Captain Marvel versus Spider-Man. And it's an ass picture. It's an ass picture. They had a side-by-side what's wrong sort of picture, and I can't remember it. There was a side-by-side. Oh, here it is. It was PewDiePie. It was a PewDiePie thing I think he put out. All right, so we're gonna pull this up on screen real quick. So here. Do you guys see any difference here? do you see the inequality? Hi everyone. Clownfish TV just had their sheer reaction video flagged for copyright. Was it flagged or was it claimed? Was it claimed or striked? Yeah, Holland has a curvier butt. Yeah, she's skinny, and keep in mind he's a gymnast and he's a man, so men tend to have nicer butts anyway. But Spider-Man has and I hate having to objectify people by their asses. I love how Rob says it in chat. Brie Larson has no ass. So everybody who has the Brie Larson emoji available, go ahead and show me your Brie Larson emoji right now. Here's our Brie Larson emoji. Well, and if Clownfish TV has their video claimed for copyright, that's different than flagged. So I mean, I guess here's where I start begging for super chats. No, I can't beg you guys for super chats. Yes, ass set. Yeah, images may be subject to copyright. I know this is YouTube, but we're giving a commentary about it. So I don't know about you, but I want a superhero that looks like they have some strength behind them. And it doesn't really have anything to do with sexualizing this or anything. It looks like she doesn't have the muscle and the bulk and the heft. You know, there's a difference between having like the very, very chubby woman on the on the She-Ra trailer versus a very, very, very skinny woman on the Captain America picture, right? Or Captain Marvel. Fuck, Captain America, Captain Marvel. I get too many of these guys' names confused, and it's kind of crazy. But yeah, you need some heft and some... You need some muscle. You need to get to the gym. This video is for educational purposes. It is. You need to get your ass to the gym, girl. People, I nailed it. Darn those Russian bots, I know. I've been told my ass is, quote, not bad for your age. Well, I don't think anybody's ass is bad for anybody's age, probably. No, it's just so... It's such an odd sort of sentiment that we live in this sort of day and age where they won't cast an attractive, curvy woman to play Captain Marvel. You know, they're gonna cast a woman who looks like she has a bad wig, and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna save the galaxy. I'm not the superhero you think I am. I'm not the person you think I am. Yeah. And like every line of dialogue, she's like, I'm not the superhero you think I am. Like, oh, fuck. And that's, yeah, no curves allowed. 3 layers of armor. Oh, fuck. Why? Why do they do these things? I hope Captain Marvel is good. All this press is getting on my nerves. I know, and all the press is like, oh, the Captain Marvel, the future is female. Why do we do this? Why do we do this to ourselves? Why are we still, in this day and age, talking about this stupid garbage that we don't care about? Under Armour, isn't that an underwear brand? Yeah, Under Armour used to be an underwear brand from what I remember. Absolutely. Absolutely did. It absolutely used to be an underwear brand. Why do all the women go to this Bella Swan school of acting these days? Because they are all self-insert sort of characters. They're all these sort of they're all these sort of blank slate, non-threatening. They don't want to piss off women who are going to complain if they're too pretty. They don't want to piss off women if they're too good at acting. I think a lot of that is. And look at Bella Swan, or is that the Twilight one? Is that who you're talking about? If in Twilight, she was very much a self-insert character. She was very much this character that she was very much this character that you could just kind of put yourself in her shoes. Just try out a new flavor of what? I second those remarks, Herpicus. I'm in pretty good shape and I've still got hips, ass, and a chest. I've always thought that women should have curves. Even when I was in high school, I weighed 95 pounds. I hated being skinny. Yeah, and that's the thing. Is she wearing Depends? And it looks like she's wearing a diaper. It does look like she's wearing a diaper, and it looks so bad. Superficial CW acting, yes. Brie is definitely not made of ash. Well, no, she's made of wood. She's a plank. Also, thank you guys so much for being awesome sponsors, or members for excuse me. We're on YouTube Gaming as well. I've got a nicer ass than I'm a guy. That's the thing. That's the thing. Damn it, we demand asses. We demand butts and boobs in our superheroes, and it's crazy. It is so crazy that they don't want to give us any of that shit. Like it's like they don't want us to have fun. It's like they don't care about us. This is ridiculous. Chubby or skinny superheroes aren't realistic at all. I know this much. You need to kick butt, and you need to have a butt. Exactly. I hate it so bad I was embarrassed when I was skinny. Yeah. But asses are not allowed in Disney. What about excuse me. Oh god, He-Man official He-Man and She-Ra trailer from YouTube. Which one is this one? Tom just sent me a link. He might hop on in a second once he's finished with his video. Oh, it's the full movie. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I see that. No, I read it wrong. To kick butt, you need butt. All right. I'm sorry if I read it wrong. Yeah, you need to kick butt, you need to have some muscle behind you. And your ass is a muscle. I hate to tell you that. Your ass is a muscle. And these new superheroes and shit don't understand that. It is so crazy. It is so insane. Androgynous, the more this goes on, I know, and they're trying to desexualize us, I think, in a lot of ways, and I hate going conspiracy theory, but they're trying to like desexualize us. They're trying to make us make as little difference as they can by at the same time tearing us apart and pitting us against each other, and it's insane. I don't understand why they're doing this. I don't get what the benefit is. Just make an attractive character, but they can't make it too attractive because people will complain. But if you make it too unattractive, people will complain. So just make a goddamn attractive character. I'm a Russian bot and not sexy. I love that this chat has turned into a thoughtful discussion about the importance of booty. Well, usually it's about boobs. A lot of the time we just go off on boob tangents, which is fine. Which is like kind of our thing here. I kind of need a boob emoji almost. I don't think I can get away with it. So in modern comics, cartoons, and the films, the female form is a no-go for actual representation. What is male, what is female, what is human, in other words, don't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, well, and sorry, and that's the thing. Like, it does matter. It absolutely matters for procreation. We need to have a visual aesthetic of somebody we're attracted to in most circumstances, not in everyone, but in most circumstances, because this is how we grow as a species. This is how we perpetuate our existence, and this is how we. and that's kind of the meaning of life, is to reproduce, right? Yes, a nicer pair, booty. To kick butt, boobs, you need not. Exactly. They're nice to look at. Well, breasts are there for nourishment, and this is why, as a species, we are attracted and we hone in on breasts. That is where our eyes go. If you've ever watched any YouTuber that has the eye tracking camera software stuff, or the eye tracking camera stuff, like, they always, anytime they show a picture, they go right into the chest. And I know I do that. I absolutely know I do that. And that is because subconsciously that is how we survived as infants. It was through the milk and all of this stuff. Oh. Yeah. Okay, what time? Gary said, okay, so Gary's going live at 6:45 Pacific for STD. So I need to have a quick announcement for Gary for Nerdrotic. For anybody who wants to watch Gary from Nerdrotic, he's going to be live with his post Star Trek Discovery short recap. He's going to go live with that. I'm going to watch it and make a video for that tonight. So that was a quick update in the middle of my boob rant. So absolutely subscribe to Gary. I know Stephanie and Mary Ashme, you can probably put the link in the chat. Gary over there is my Tribunal brother. He's a good friend. There you are. There you are. I just wanted to give you a shout out. I didn't know you were watching. I thought you were busy working and stuff. So you can also click his name in the chat right there. You can click Neurotic Channel with the little yellow glasses. It is awesome. And I'm definitely go check them out if you are a Star Trek Discovery hater like I am. And that is another thing I'm so pissed about, is Star Trek Discovery these days. And it bothers me. And I will be making a video tonight. And I will watch that and take notes and be annoyed, and I don't know if I'll get any screenshots or not. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how easy it is. Sorry to interrupt the booby rant. No, it's fine. It's fine. I've had this rant a million times before. I should probably, yeah. I should probably not say the same rant over and over again. You're at the gym. All right, nice. Boobies, I am all over. So glad I'm not skinny and have 0 boobs. And there's nothing wrong with being skinny if that's your body type and that's what you're comfortable with. There's nothing wrong with being skinny. There's just certain body types for certain things. You know, skinny, like small, frail, athletic, lean, sort of slim people are great for agility and speed. They're great for like rock climbing and all these things. You need kind of some heft and some muscle. You need like the long, lean muscles if you're going to be kicking ass as a superhero. You kind of need that, and that's the thing with somebody like Brie Larson, is that she doesn't have the body type, so it seems in the photos I've seen, and I know she's been working out and doing all kinds of gym stuff, but she doesn't have the body type to convince me she's a superhero. Do you think Robert Downey Jr. is done as Iron Man? Yeah, I think so. I think he's done. From what I've heard, I think he's probably done as Iron Man. He just hasn't tweeted about it. Yes. Hi, everyone, and hail random in the chat. Yeah, hail the chat. You guys are amazing. I absolutely love you guys. Absolutely love you guys. God, my voice is just going. It's because I didn't get any sleep last night, hardly. And Midnight's Edge After Dark just uploaded a Captain America video. So if you guys do want to check that out over on Midnight's Edge After Dark. I'm promoting everybody. I'm surprised Doomcock hasn't released a video today. He usually does his little quickie reaction sort of videos. And hail Doomcock. Yeah, Tom posted the video. Yeah, I saw. I know he was gonna go and do their little news briefs and stuff. A lot of MCU actors are almost done. I think so. Time to get Mecha and Nerdrotic to 10,000 now. Well, thank you guys so much. Sleep, Mecha. I don't need to sleep yet. I'll nap later. I'm sure I'll nap later. Do you think Thanos was right? No, I think he could have used the Infinity Gauntlet to expand the universe and create more nutrition and nourishment for people, and that was kind of his thing. I think they might have made him a little too. I think they tried to kind of humanize his motives too much, and I don't think that really worked. I think he was kind of he was an interesting villain, but at the same time, I kind of was bothered by him because I kind of prefer my villains to be evil. Thanos is bad at math. Yeah, well, half wasn't enough. Does she not have big boobs? Assuming big boobs are problematic for the Puritan left. You can't even see her neck. October is breast cancer awareness month. If you're a lady, do your monthly exam. Absolutely. Absolutely. Check your boobs. I have more of a problem with Scarlett Johansson kicking ass of men twice her size when she has no powers whatsoever. That too. That's another huge problem is you've got these superheroes that shouldn't, and that's the same thing with Mikey Spock. She also does not have superpowers. She cannot go up against a 250-pound Klingork who's a foot taller than she is, and she's this tiny 98-pound woman. No, you don't get to do that. You don't get to you don't get to like tell me your moves are so much better than somebody twice your size. And yeah, if you're trained a certain way, you could definitely escape and you could survive and you could hurt them a bit, but you're not going to be taking them out shot for shot, punch for punch like a lot of these actors and superheroes and TV shows portray them as doing, and it's kind of insane. Thanos should have created an SJW world for all the SJWs to destroy themselves. They're kind of doing that. And it's insane. It is insane. 3.5% of breast cancer cases are men and transgender. If they get it too, they carry the nastier genes. Not all the charity will tell you that is a risk as much if all. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And yeah, men, check your boobs. I know some of you men have boobs out there. Check your boobs, everybody. And check your balls. Gotta quote Bob Fossil on that one. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you're Mighty Boosh fans and you're awesome. Yeah, let the savages die. Well, they're killing each other out anyway. They're definitely killing each other out, and it's kind of there's a saying, SJWs eat their own, and they really do. They really do. Curious question: if a human spent an extended time on Vulcan, wouldn't they become stronger as the result of the higher gravity? Yes, I think they would. I think they absolutely would. But a human would not be able to survive on Vulcan as easily because Because and thank you so much, Chris Persa. This is $5.99. That's a Streamlabs chat. Thank you so much. Since you're doing such a fine job of promoting everyone, I have to. They're my family. They're my brothers on the Tribunal, and of course under Lord Doomcock. Of course, we always have to hail Doomcock. Yes, after 40 especially. No, seriously. Yes, check everything. Who should play Captain Marvel? Katie Sackhoff should have played Captain Marvel, I think. Even though she's a little older, she looks good and she has a personality and she can smile and she can emote and she has charisma. But Brie Larson might be a fine actress, but she doesn't have the charisma to pull off a superhero. And to carry a franchise, to carry a cinematic universe like they're asking her to do, you really need to have charisma. Mecca, but you're trying to ship me. I do not want splinters in my tongue. You guys keep trying to ship me and Brie Larson. It'd probably be pretty hot because I usually end up in love with women I hate. So that's my thing. Always, anytime I'm playing like a dating sim visual novel, it's always the girl I hate the most that I'm like the most attracted to. That's kind of one of the fucked up things about me. God, who was it? I think there was one. I just wanted to punch her in the face, but she was kind of my favorite. In one of the visual novels I was playing. It was Audrey on Honey Pop. She was so goddamn annoying. Oh man, she was annoying. Yes, I'm saying since they were making Captain Marvel movie. Yeah, absolutely. Tom! We have a Tom. All right, let me put you over here.
Was it as annoying as the new She-Ra trailer?
Yeah, which one?
Oh, cool.
Cool. No, she said in a deep voice. All right, let me put you on display capture here so people can see it, and I'm gonna have to rearrange that and big in you. And so Tom's here, my boss over on Midnight's Edge After Dark. Wooch.
It sounds so formal.
I know. Okay, you're my friend. We hang out and chat about
more of a co-host, correspondent
yeah,
kind of thing.
That works too. I
mean, we're friends, of course, but I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, this a good size. That's a good size. That's a good place. Yay! Stock up for the reboot Captain Marvel post. This Captain Marvel movie. Your male look-alike? No, I don't think we look alike. I don't think we look alike at all.
I sent you something on Twitter that you could share with the rest of the group if you wanted to in the chat. And that is the original She-Ra story, The Secret of the Sword.
Yeah, let me link that in chat.
On YouTube.
Yeah. Internal server error. Oh no, there's an internal server error on direct messages on Twitter. Thank you. Okay, no, it's not. Oh Lord. Copy. It's gonna start playing, isn't it? All right, share the link.
Well, I suppose I could have just did it because
that's all right.
Do I have a wrench?
I think so. I think all of the Tribunal have wrenches. Tom is my friend too. He might help me start a chat. Dude, Mary Ashmead, if you want to start a YouTube channel, just ask. Anything you need. Anytime you need to hang out or chat or whatever. Lord Thomas of Connors. They're saying in chat. CD Horde, I hurt myself checking my breasts and testicles. Don't hurt yourself. You're doing it too hard. Check your press and check your code at the door. Yeah. Secret of the Sword is
your
my
breasticles?
Yeah. Well, I always call them like chesticles when I'm talking about women. Yeah, Wild Tom appeared. Artemis for Westworld TV show for Captain Marvel. Who's Artemis on the Westworld TV show? I don't know who that is, who they're talking about, but I mean, anybody. I think anybody would be better than Brie Larson at this point. Bear Under the Mountain. Will Phase 4 MCU be the end of the MCU? Stay tuned. Probably. I think it's gonna piss off a lot of people. I think your diehard Marvel fans are gonna they're gonna go, but people like me, the casuals, aren't gonna care. I don't care about Captain Marvel. I really don't. Chris Perza says most likely. What do you think, Tom? Do you think it's gonna kill Marvel Cinematic Universe?
You were cutting out there. Ask me that again.
Do you think it'll? Do you think this will kill Phase 4? Or will Phase 4 be the
Marvel,
end?
You mean?
Yeah. Will Phase 4 MCU be the end of the MCU?
Oh, with like Captain America leaving and all that kind of stuff, do you mean? Or was Captain Marvel?
Probably both. I would say any of it.
Well, I think that this is an ending and a beginning all at once, I guess. We all kind of figured most likely majority of the original Avengers weren't going to make it out of Avengers 4. I've stated several times that I have a feeling both, or at least Steve Rogers and or uh, Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man will sacrifice themselves at the end to save the rest. And I'm also like under the theory that anybody who died after the Soul Stone, which would mean Gamora on, are all in the Soul Stone. So I don't think they're really dead,
Yeah.
obviously. So we know stuff about time travel, and Ant-Man and Wasp gets into the quantum realm quite a bit. So there's all kinds of openings there to where, obviously Captain America could die, but I don't necessarily see him dying. He could just retire because I think he has in the comics before, and other people have taken over the mantle. Rob's under the impression that they'll just have the character either die off or leave, and if he leaves, they may recast him down the road. I don't know.
You don't recast. God, that's so stupid. Don't recast.
I see it as a thing where either they're going to kill him, or his storyline's done and they'll just have him like walk off into the sunset, and maybe a few years down the road we'll have him show up again in a cameo or something. Because I mean, we just posted our story about it, and there was when he was talking about moving on from acting to directing and stuff, he also said something about leaving before they push you off the train kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure a lot of their contracts are up.
Yeah.
Even Hemsworth has hinted about he's not sure about Thor's future, I believe. So it's I'm not going to be surprised if we lose a lot of the main Avengers, and they really don't need them anymore, especially now that they have Spider-Man for a limited time in the MCU, and now they've got the X-Men back. Now they've got the Fantastic Four back. I have a feeling between the cosmic stuff and the X-Men and the Fantastic Four, that's plenty to concentrate on in the next phase, and they're more than popular enough. I think it's going to be one of those things where it's like, okay, you guys have showed me some great shit, now show me more. What do you got left? Well, now they've got some of their big guns to bring out. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next 5-10 years in the MCU. I don't think it's done by a long shot.
No.
I don't think Cap/Chris Evans leaving, even if Captain America dies, that's not going to kill anything. I don't think Captain Marvel is going to be nearly bad enough for anybody to say, oh, this is going to kill the MCU. Even at its worst, I'm sure it's not going to be that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to try really hard to be bad at this point.
Well, you're gonna have your diehard superhero movie fans. You're gonna have all that fan base, but it's also pissing off a lot of people. I keep seeing in my comments, especially, we don't want woke Captain Marvel. We don't want SJW stuff. We don't want to be preached at. We don't want them telling us that the future is female. We just want the politics and shit out of it.
People are also going by hyperbole.
Yeah,
you got to remember, it's this liberal media and just regular media running this whole idea that the Marvel universe is going SJW based on a few comments made between I think Kevin Feige and such. And then, all the other side of it is it's Brie Larson's fault because she's got to be such a twit everywhere she goes when it comes to feminism, for the nicest way to put it, I guess.
Oh, I just call her a bitch.
So it's really her own doing. Well, it's only her. It's really a lot of her doing in the end, as far as some of the negativity that's come out. On the After Dark podcast and other places, before she started mouthing off and we started getting these SJW headlines about Captain Marvel, I seen tons and tons of polls about which one you're more, and which one you're anticipating more, whether it be Wonder Woman 2 or Captain Marvel. And Captain Marvel was winning every poll by a long shot. It was insane. And now all this happens, and that's when I start hearing negativity, and the trailer finally drops after a few pictures and stuff, and everybody's kind of like, I don't know,
Yeah.
And I think in the end, it's going to be, the movie's going to be okay. The story's going to be pretty good. Everybody else is going to be good in it except for Brie Larson. Everybody's going to have a little bit of beef with her, I think.
Yeah. Twit wrong Val, Alan Sparks says.
Could be wrong.
I love that. Twit wrong Val, yeah. God, I don't know. It's rubbing me the wrong way for sure, and that's kind of Brie needs to get some good sex. Twat.
I'd be more worried about this She-Ra shit.
Yeah. Oh my God.
The defenders at this point, I want to see them defend it.
Oh my God, She-Ra.
I'm not, telling anybody out or anything. I'm just saying it's like, okay, the picture is fine, the teaser trailer fine. now that you've seen this, if you can still tell me that this is even remotely respectable, let alone good, then I question your tastes, I guess, because this is just no,
Oh my god.
no. The only good thing in it, and I said this in the chat before I jumped on here, Hordak was the only thing in the whole thing that didn't make me cringe. He at least looked okay, and the voice was very similar to the original.
Also, Darbicus Big Darbicus, thank you so much
I
for the
didn't see
$5
shit
super
though. He
chat.
could be. Oh, sorry.
No, sorry, it just popped up, and I have the audio pop up, so that's gonna interrupt you anyway. So, when, not if, Feige gets woke, gets woke, it's over. Until then, we're good, I think. Is what he says in his super chat. So that's back to
Feige,
the.
I trust. I really do.
Yeah,
And
he's done a good job so far, and people really like him, and people really have a great deal of respect for him.
compared to especially like Kathleen Kennedy in a sense.
Oh yes, Kathleen Kennedy I think is on everybody's shit list except for these people who keep kissing her ass for some reason. But yeah,
Well, a lot of these people are either diehards or fanatics or whatever. And to borrow my term from DC, fanatics that I used to use, but they're all just Snyder Cut people now. That's all they give a shit about. They're like, yeah. But no, she's went through directors like, you know, a high school girl goes to boyfriends.
yes. What the hell is up with that?
And
Oh.
every movie except for The Force Awakens has had some type of controversy attached to it, and even Force Awakens to an extent.
Yeah, well, I don't think I was paying that much attention though. That's the problem.
Well, it did well. It got mostly good reviews from both the audience and the critics at the time. But
Okay.
you know, of course, it had a lot of people saying, "Well, it was a little too much like, you know, Star Wars." And it's like, well, it is supposed to be Star Wars, you know. And I'd defend it. I'd be like, well, look, you know, the prequels were kind of far away from the mothership, right? They were similar, but they were just didn't quite feel like Star Wars. This feels like Star Wars, as generic as it may be, is story wise, because it's, you know, resetting things up. It's a lot like A New Hope, and as you know, George has even said himself, these things rhyme, they're
Yeah.
cyclical, etc., etc.
Well, did you
So
see
I
on
wasn't put
Twitter?
off oh, go ahead.
Oh no! Like you were saying, they rhyme and they're cyclical. Did you see on Twitter where they had the exact same shot? They had like a side by side comparison of um, Anakin, and then on the other side it was Vader. So they had I can't remember which episode of the prequel it was, but they had the Anakin on one side and Vader with the same reaction to Palpatine with the electricity coming out of his hands, and it was the exact same shot side by side. So yeah, you're absolutely right where they're cyclical. They
Oh
you know
yeah,
they match, they mirror.
and you know, some people like the prequels, some people don't. You know, whatever. That is what it is. Regardless, if you like them or not, you cannot deny or argue that there was a large amount of the fan base who was very turned off by them. So it was more than obvious that Disney was going to do whatever they could to get every Star Wars fan back on board. Their heart was in the right place at first. I give them that. Things went off the rails with Rogue One. They had to have a ghost director come in and finish that movie.
Yeah.
The Last
Absolutely.
Jedi seemed to go off without a hitch, but that was the problem, is there was no interference. The only one that didn't get any interference is the one that everybody hates the most.
Yeah, I know.
And if somebody would have finally come in and said something to Ryan about this shit, maybe we could have fixed that. And retroactively, that movie has made me dislike The Force Awakens even more because
Yeah.
A, it just didn't pay it off.
Same here.
And now I don't give a fuck. I really don't. I don't care about these characters anymore. I didn't really care so much about the new characters to begin with, and not following them up properly made it even worse.
Absolutely. That's kind of how I am. Like I liked The Force Awakens enough. I saw it twice in the theater. Last Jedi, no, one time only. And yeah, it wasn't good enough to pay money again. It just wasn't good enough to pay money.
And then
again.
you have the whole Solo debacle, which, you know,
And that
we went
wasn't
through
good enough to pay money.
directors and everything else. And like I've said before, the only way I can see that they're telling the truth about the movie breaking even is if they got insurance back from switching directors out or something.
Yeah.
And maybe that was one of the reasons why they couldn't switch the release date.
Possibly.
I have no idea. I mean, these are things I don't know, and I have to say that, and it's all speculation. But it's still, it's just one of those things. You have a situation where, regardless if it's made money, the toy sales are declining. The movies themselves are having extreme diminishing returns. what else can you say about this other than this whole Kathleen Kennedy thing coming back for 3 years brought the fans back out in full force as far as the, the people who are sick and tired of this garbage. So you've almost guaranteed you're going to get a boycott for episode 9 now, no matter what. At least with Solo, it was out there, and I could, even though I didn't like the movie, it's selling well enough on Blu-ray, and a lot of people are coming around to it to where you probably could have won some of the fans back if you would have just got rid of Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they could have. I love how Sebastian Simon's in the chat says,
let Jon Favreau or somebody take it over. Come on, people. What the fuck?
I know. Let anybody else have it. It pisses me off so much. And I think a lot of her staying on was to silently get rid of Rian Johnson. We haven't really heard much from him in the past few days, have we? Like, ever since she got her renewal, except for his little stupid Crown tweet that he tweeted out.
He's all wrapped up in his new movie, and as we just reported, Chris Evans just signed on to his new movie too with Daniel Craig.
Oh no!
So he's going to be busy with that for a year anyway. We're not going to hear jack shit out of him for over. It's going to be one of those things where everybody forgets about it, but it's not going to happen because the fans aren't going to let him one way or the other on either side.
Yeah.
Until they finally say, well, we just decided not to go with that right now. They're going to keep delaying it, or they're actually going to officially quietly announce it at some point, that they've decided not to go forward with it, or they're just going to ignore it from here on out too. They could do that. I mean, look at Bob Iger. He just basically flat out fucking ignored it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hell Nerdrotic.
Yes, Hell Nerdrotic.
Gary's in the house.
Yeah, and I do have to shout out, if you guys do, once we wrap up over here, go check out Midnight Edge After Dark. Go check out their video about all this. And I'm sure you're not spilling everything that's in the video. You released
it's just pretty straightforward. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's really nothing that isn't already out there. I mean, it's a lot of speculation on our part, really, because
that's all
until it's confirmed or denied by Disney. Yeah. You're just kind of going by what Chris Evans said. Yeah, you got a lot of celebrities chiming in that helps the validity. And then he signed up to this other movie, which means obviously he's not going to be working on anything remotely close to the MCU anytime soon. I can't believe Disney, and that's the thing. I can't believe Disney would just allow him to say this unless they're not worried about it being some type of spoiler. Because I remember somebody saying something about a spoiler in one of our comments right away on our video.
How is it a spoiler if he puts it on there on Twitter?
Well, Rob said, he could not. It could necessarily mean, it doesn't necessarily mean he has to die. He could just retire, could go off in the sunset, come back in a few years as a different actor. Or they could bring him back.
And that tweet was so ambiguous too. It could have just meant goodbye. We've stopped shooting. We've stopped
to a
filming.
Point, yes. But I mean, we all know, like I've said, there's things supporting this being his last go. I think all their contracts are up. The original Avengers, anyway. The only one I think that's had any talks of anything in the future would be Black Widow, really. I'm not sure if we've heard anything about Hulk. I know we haven't heard anything about Iron Man or Cap, obviously. And Thor, I think, is still up in the air unless they've announced something that I missed or forgot.
Yeah.
Of course, TV show title is Mandalorian, in case you had not heard. Maybe that's what they did with the Boba Fett shit. Who knows? Yeah. We haven't heard anything about the Mangold Boba Fett movie in a while.
Well, we did hear, though, that they were slowing down. Yeah. That was one thing. So they're slowing down on any Star Wars stories and side projects. But
would that be the Jon Favreau show you're talking about, 90 Lancaster? I did hear some about this the other day, but I hadn't had really a chance to really look into it.
Oh, yeah. If you want to Google that while I cater to the chat for a bit, if you want to look that up so we can talk about it.
Because the Favreau show is the only thing I'm really kind of interested in checking out, because I trust him.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, though. It's going to be on their streaming service. He's got a few
misses, but I don't hold Iron Man 2 against him. Let's put it that way.
No, and it's going to be on their streaming service, and it's going to be like, it's going to be on the streaming service. It's going to be, oh Lord. I don't want to pay for another streaming service. That's the thing. I can't keep.
I got two conflicting reports here.
Okay.
I got one. Derpington says it sounded good until I heard after the Return of the Jedi. Okay, and then 90 Lancaster said yes, it's not about Boba Fett. It's set in the early days of the New Republic. Oh. So I'm confused on what's what there. So I'll have to look Unless, yeah, because I know there's the John Favreau show, and God knows however many shows they've got in the pipeline besides the Resistance, which to me is the most pointless fucking cartoon ever. But we're not going to get into
Yeah.
that.
Stephanie B, thank you so much for being here. She's gonna head over to Odin's Movie Blogs channel. So
Aw.
tell Odin hello. Tell Odin hello for us. He's another awesome YouTuber here in the community. I do have to give him a shout out. He does a lot of live stuff. He's very much a box office sort of numbers guy. And actually, Geeks and Gamers stole him for the box office and numbers sort of breakdown. So, I know.
Well, if Rob actually gets the, I don't know if we're gonna go live tonight. We might for a little bit, but Rob's working on the mini documentary right now for Venom.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
as soon as he's done with that, I gotta edit. So we'll have to see.
Oh, yeah. Well,
But
if you need to take off and go live, and because I'm not going to stream for a super long time for you.
No, I don't mean like that. I was just saying for other people who are wondering.
Oh,
So.
okay. Yeah, and God, it's just been such a weird day with news. Like we know Gary's going to go live later on with the Star Trek Discovery show.
Yeah, so I don't want to step on that.
Yeah, but that's in like 2 hours from now, so is when he's going to go live. So if you guys in 2 hours want something to do, go over to Nerdrotic, go over to the Nerdrotic channel. Mary can probably drop the link in the chat.
The New Republic. I was thinking of the Old Republic. What the fuck was I? No. Never mind. I've had a rough week, guys. Sorry.
I know it's been a long one. Yeah. Well, and we had the wonderful Tribunal last night, which is absolutely awesome.
Death in the family and everything, so I've just been all over the place.
Yeah, and there's that, and
so
in 2 hours I want to recharge my communist batteries. Bernfried says.
I can hear my dogs barking outside.
Boba Fett wants to be a real boy.
Thank you, comrade Bernford, Putin's ex-wielder. I appreciate that.
Thank you so much for linking the Midnight's Edge After Dark channel, Mary Ashmead, in the chat.
Yes, thank you.
John says, woof.
Your beautiful French wench has got multiple.
I had to steal her. Okay, I'm sorry. I also have a thing.
Gary's first.
Yeah, I know. I also have a thing. I think, yeah, she was Gary's first, so we had to steal her. And then Anti-Trekker took her. And I'm like, okay, well, I have to steal her too, because she's my co-wrench wench over on Doomcock.
Well, you got Angry Mr. Phil, but you got a couple guys here.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Erotic, of course.
I probably have too many people, so I hate moderating people and then having to take it away from people, but
yeah. Unless they're abusing it, there's no need to.
I know. God, so what did you think of the She-Ra horse picture, the dirt face horse? What did you think?
I've seen that.
Oh fuck! What did you think of the She-Ra trailer?
The whole thing's a clusterfuck.
It looks so stupid.
I wanted to stand up on my chair and piss on my laptop.
Just to put out the fire.
Oh my god, this thing is horrendous.
Yeah, it looks bad.
When I first come in, is like, I want to see anybody who's defending this shit before defend it now.
Well,
After seeing this, if you can tell me this is worth a shit, excuse me.
They will. No, they will. And they'll say, oh, but it's so diverse now. And I love that they're representing different types of body types. And they're going to love it because it's diverse. And it's going to piss me off that they're going to love it because it's diverse. And I hate it when they do that. Because that's not a reason to like something. Being diverse is not a scale of how good. It's not a scale of quality. Diverse is a scale of diversity. It looks like a drag show.
I'm gonna be honest.
It does. It looks like a drag. Every fucking character. I can't tell if it's a man or a woman. The guy with the mustache looks more feminine than She-Ra. And then you got that little pregnant butterball thing running around. I don't know what the fuck's going on. The horse has cross eyes. It's like, that will be my tattoo if I ever get a tattoo. It'll be that fucking cross-eyed horse.
Well,
what?
And Swiftwind, she's like the one who changed the least besides Hordak, it looks like.
Yeah.
Or is it he? It's a he.
I don't know. Hello, Gamepad31. What's up? I just dropped in. So we were going over the new She-Ra He-Ra trailer. It looks terrible. We did a live reaction to it. I did a live reaction to it. It was kind of garbage. Oh my god.
I still don't see no connection to Eternia or Grayskull, and I'm curious why she's even saying it. But I know He-Man's back at. Oh, it's hard to say.
I would assume it's probably for some legal rights. Didn't you get into that a little bit with the legal rights?
Well, no. I was saying that I was assuming they couldn't, but now they did when they showed the preview trailer, the teaser trailer a couple months back. She said Grayskull in there, so I'm like, okay. Well, then also at the same time with all this though, Sony's rights to Masters of the Universe had reverted back, so that's very possible. But then again, if you're going to do this, why not connect it to He-Man like it should be?
Exactly.
At least it doesn't look like it is, and if it is, it's in some very vague fucking way that I don't like anyway. And whatever, I don't care. I know this isn't for me. I understand that,
But
but
don't
I'm
make
really
it with
trying to figure
She-Ra.
out who the fuck it's for.
Well, don't
And
make
it
it with the
disrespect
title.
right, yeah, it disrespects the original She-Ra so bad, just in what I've seen so far. I can't imagine a half hour of this shit, let alone a whole season. Sorry.
No, I know. They're saying the fat chick is glitter. What did they do to her? They hate He-Man. That's why. Chris Perzo says I'm all for.
I wouldn't want anybody involved in the making of that show anywhere near kids. Yes, it has a very creepy fucking vibe to it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why is everything got to be a comedy now?
Yeah. Oh, because these kids don't have an attention span. The writers don't have an attention span. Look at Ryan Johnson, what he did with The Last Jedi. That's a fucking comedy. It's just not funny. You know, it's a bad comedy. Oh, General Phil, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. It's not a super chat, it's a PayPal donation. Yeah, that's what he says. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That's the Streamlabs link. So that won't show up on super chat, but that shows up on the pop-ups. She-Ra in association with the YouTube channel Queer Kids Stuff. Oh, dear God, no. Dirt Phoenix, Derp Raw, Cat Derp Marvel. Everything's a dirt face. What is up with everything being a dirt face? Yes, Darksaber Force. Who the hell is the actual target audience for the show? That's what I've been saying all along. Like, if you don't want us to watch it, don't have something that is attached to something we know and we're going to look at and we're going to watch and we're gonna don't make it for us then. Like, don't drag something through the mud. Hello, Willie Woodward. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Jamal Taylor says tweens.
Make a new superhero. Sexually ambiguous sword lady. I don't care. Whatever. Just not She-Ra.
Well, they had the ambiguously gay duo. Why not have the asexual man woman?
Gary and Terry, or what's their names? I forgot.
Yeah, I think it was Gary and Terry. And that was actually good.
Yes, a gay duo.
That was actually good.
If you have not seen, well, they showed them on Saturday Night Live too, but check out Saturday Morning Funhouse if you can find it.
Yeah, TV Funhouse.
TV Funhouse. Thank you.
Love that.
That's also where the insult comic dog. What's his name?
Triumph, the insult comic
came
dog.
from too.
Yeah.
Or at least if he didn't come from there, he was also on there.
Oh,
because
he
the
was
guy
featured.
who does him. Yeah, I was gonna say he does his voice and every shit thing. So,
yeah, I was pretty sure a Triumph came from Conan back in the day. But...
that could be, but the guy who does Triumph, that's his show that he had for like 6 episodes on Comedy Central. I think it was.
She-Ra the Great Trap. Yeah, why is She-Ra a trap now? And for anybody who isn't aware of the term, trap is like a person of one gender pretending to be another, to fool the other person. It's kind of like a gay troll or a drag troll. Angry Mr. Flibble says the new She-Ra makes the 90s adventures of He-Man look good. Oh Lord, I don't get it.
I think I said that when I saw the teaser trailer.
Yeah. Pee Wee Herman should do She-Ra's voice. I would probably watch it if it were Paul Rubens. I would watch anything Paul Rubens is in.
I have the power.
Pee Wee Herman was like that's my wheelhouse, right? I grew up in the 80s.
I know you are, but what am I?
I have the talking Pee Wee. I don't know if I've showed it on stream. I've not seen the original Adventure of He-Man or Adventures of He-Man or the original. Yeah, the original He-Man I don't remember that much.
Cheech and Chong, not Pee Wee, but still.
Oh yeah, well, it's still Paul Rubens. Well, God, you can get into
man, you want a hamburger?
You can get into Pandemonium too. When the hell is Pandemonium coming out on DVD? Fuck. Do you remember Pandemonium?
I probably do. I have to look at it.
All right, it's the Cheerleader Academy with like, it's like a comedy slasher movie, and it's got Paul Rubens and Tommy Smothers. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, and I love it. Yeah, I don't think it's ever come out on DVD. So.
Pandemonium.
Joe says I've got to remember the '90s He-Man cartoon. Lame, yeah.
82.
It's got Carol Kane, Judge Reinhold,
Tom Smothers.
Yes, Tommy Smothers. God, isn't Deborah Lee Scott in that even? I don't know. She might be. The She-Ra cartoon looks so wrong. It does.
It looks like somebody's got a VHS rip on YouTube.
Oh, okay. That works. I have a version. I'll just say I have a version.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it looked horrid. Other
It's
than
fun.
that, I'd have to see who owns it.
I think it was MGM.
It was also under the title Thursday the 12th, so look at that. Maybe
Oh.
that's
Yeah, because it was. I knew it was a parody. It was a slasher movie parody.
maybe
It was
they
great.
tried to like tie it in with Saturday the 14th,
Probably.
perhaps down the road.
It was better though. It was so good.
Carol Kane is also in it.
Uh huh. You'd probably love it. You'd probably really
I
like it.
don't know if I've seen it or not. It's
You
very plausible.
that God, that should be a watch party. I think you would like
It's
it if
owned
you
by
like.
MGM,
Yeah,
according to this. So I'm not sure why it hasn't hit video, other than it's just not
it's
popular
obscure.
enough.
It's obscure.
Yeah,
It's a horror comedy. How would you market it? It's
right.
it's one of those rare horror comedy parody B movies, but it's
Well,
got
it
a lot of
almost
famous
looks like,
people.
yeah. Well, not only that, yeah, it looks kind of like a Mad World almost kind of thing at the same time with so many actors.
Oh
So,
yeah, you've got what's his name? Who's Squiggy on Lenny and Squiggy?
oh yeah, that
Eventually.
looks like a bunch here. They got, like I said, Carol Kane and Tom Smothers and Judge Reinhold, Paul Rubens.
Mm-hmm.
Um, oh yeah.
I love anything with Carol Kane. Philip A. Demick says absolutely. Hello, Tasha Rock. Thank you for being here.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, we're talking about movie.
It is on
pandemonium.
DVD.
It is.
According to this, hang on.
Oh, if you can send me a link, I want an official version.
I don't know if that's the same movie though.
Oh, okay.
It's linked with it, but does not look like it's the same fucking movie.
Wait a sec. Does Strawberry Shortcake get a remake? I don't know if Strawberry Shortcake got a remake.
This is not the same movie. Yeah, they did a couple years back.
Mecca
And I think
X
they were
Hardy.
talking about doing it again if they hadn't already.
Checking
I
back
think
to
she's been rebooted a couple times.
Oh, she's checking back to say Odin said hello and shouted you out. Oh, thank you so much, Odin. Yeah, Odin's movie blog is one of the awesome YouTubers here. He has a very interactive
Odin's son.
stream. What'd you say?
Oh, I said Odin's son from fucking Thor.
Oh, okay. Yes, have fun storming the castle. Yeah, there's so many good movies. Oh, okay. Brentford says, in the 80s, cartoon often had women that looked like they work in the porn industry on the sidelines. So why do women now get uglified in games and cartoons? Because SJWs look like pretty women. They feel threatened by pretty women. And that is the flat, honest truth, because they would complain. They would say, oh, she's too pretty. You can't have her you can't have this person sexualized, because SJWs think that pretty means sexualized. And that's not always the case.
Wasn't it George Carlin who said, what's with all these man-hating like lesbians and feminists? No man wants to fuck you anyway, or something like that?
Yeah, what was his joke?
That's the problem.
What was his best joke? How do you piss off a feminist? Call her a cum catcher. I love Carlin, man. Shout out to George Carlin.
He's the god.
I know, I love it. Man, and we need the next George Carlin. This is what we need. We need somebody who's gonna stand up and not be politically correct. And it's gonna have to be a woman. It's gonna have to be a woman who's not like an Amy Schumer or not like a Whitney Cummings, not a man-hating sort of bitch woman. You need a woman to go out there and tell those sort of jokes. Oh, what are you holding up? Phone. Oh, you got Rufus. Hail Rufus. Well, if we have any brand new subscribers, the great George Carlin will pop up and welcome you into the chat, into the family, into the community. We're like a little cult here. We have a family.
Gentlemen, we're history.
So yeah, he does pop up and go greetings, and same thing. I have the Bill and Ted pop ups through the super chats. So anything over
greetings.
Anything over $20, you get a special one.
Never tells Bill and Ted his name.
Yeah. Did he? Shit, I'm gonna have to rewatch those. I'm really gonna have to rewatch those.
Bill and Ted tell Bill and Ted his name.
Oh. Okay, how did they learn it then? Oh, from each other.
From each other.
From each other. Shit.
Listen to this dude, Rufus. He knows what he's talking about.
That's true. Oh my god. They should redo a D&D cartoon series. I love that, but I don't think it'd have a proper ending, or it had a proper ending. I don't think I ever saw it.
Okay, thank you, Captain April. He said the joke I'm thinking of is, have you noticed how many women are pro-abortion or it's actually, yeah, I think it's actually pro-life, not pro-abortion. Or women you wouldn't want to fuck anyway.
Yeah.
I think that around, I think, but yeah.
Willie Woodward, thank you so much for the 99-cent super chat. I really, really appreciate it.
Excellent.
Bill and Ted pop up. Yeah, and it actually picks up like the excellent does.
Excellent.
I'm such a nerd. Of course, I have to have Bill and Ted on my pop-ups. I need to have like another denomination. I need to have like a secret denomination for like $6.66 or something. We need to have something like that. What would be a good pop-up for a $6.66?
Oh, one for 666. Sign of the devil, dude. Or
Yeah.
we're big fans or something like that. One of those things where they're talking to the devil.
Yeah, if you know how to find a GIF of that, and I still say GIF.
You may go.
Yeah. Is there going to be a Bill and Ted 3? Last I heard, yes. Yes, there is. And we actually covered it.
The music.
Yeah, Bill and Ted Face the Music. They're supposed to be where they are in life now, without and still haven't found the song that is like going to save humanity, and they're kind of still losers, and they have kids and all that stuff. So
they get help from their daughters. Yeah.
My Little Pony from a bigger super chat or Care Bears. Maybe. I love the Bill and Ted theme though. Maybe I'll have some sort of George Carlin. Another George Carlin sort of thing. What's a good George Carlin line that would be great? Maybe drugs for something really high, for a high denomination. For a high denomination. Oh God, that's a bad joke. Such a dad joke. That's a groaner. Something from Lil Nicky, or something from like Tenacious D with Dave Grohl as the devil. I don't know. Maybe some King Diamond. Satan, do you have to ask? It's the number of the beast. Bill Hicks. Oh God, we need some Bill Hicks stuff on here too. What are good Bill Hicks lines that we could just use as a GIF? I don't know if there are any GIFs out there. And pray to Joe Pesci. What? No love for Joe Piscopo? I'm just going weird. Yeah, Bill Hicks is kind of a prophet in my opinion. He's one of my favorite. He's one of those comedians that I don't really listen to him for the jokes. I listen to him kind of for the message as a preacher, as somebody that I kind of nod along to. I'm not really laughing, but I'm just kind of listening. Same thing with Lenny Bruce, you know.
Okay, you're probably old enough to ask this random. Do you think Joe Piscopo would have been jack shit without Eddie Murphy?
No. No. It's a quick plain answer.
So he is the Ringo Starr of Saturday Night Live.
Just I saw Bill in '92. Lucky. Oh, lucky. Let's hope Hollywood doesn't ruin Care Bears. They keep coming back. They keep having it. You're asking, what is a GIF? GIF is a kitchen cleaner. Well, I can't say GIF because it sounds too much like gift. And the man who created
GIF's
the word
a good peanut butter,
says
but
GIF.
I like Peter Pan.
Well, and I'm also not going to. I've been saying GIF for 20 years. I'm not going to change my vocabulary now. Neither I'm not going to say giant or giraffe either. You know, I'm going to say giant. I'm going to say giraffe, and I'm going to say GIF. So.
I guess I've always called it a GIF. So
I've always called it a GIF, but that's just me. That's just me. Agree to disagree. Find a good Sam Kinison one. Oh,
tomato.
The G stands for graphic. It doesn't matter if the G stands for graphic. I'm not changing. My mother calls Nintendo Nintendo, so.
My grandma used to call the Ninja Turtles the Nintendo Turtles.
Nintendo.
You and them damn Nintendo Turtles.
For Biggest McDerpy, thank you so much. $2 super chat. Any steak that isn't medium rare is heresy.
I'm not a bloody steak person, sorry.
Yeah, medium rare is a little too. Well, I'm not like a steak person. That's the thing. I like burgers. I'll have like ground sirloin, but steak is just kind of hard to chew. Call me a heretic then, Jamal Taylor. No, and when I eat like red meat, it's got to be like medium well. It's got to be brown through and through. If it's bleeding, it's not dead yet. Graphic image files, not giraffe image files. I'm not changing.
Yeah.
Depends on how
tomato.
It depends on how well aged the steak is. See, now having an aged steak just means that the bacteria and the worms start crawling through it and devouring it. To be telling McKinney, my wife doesn't like steak. See, and that's I guess I'm weird, but a lot of people like steak, and a lot of people are like, oh my god, you don't like steak. I also don't like fish or like shellfish.
I don't like fish as much as I used to, but that's because we don't get as fresh a fish as we used to. The shit we get now, a lot of times, even when they say it's one thing, it's not anymore, because a lot of fish are just I'm sure if you look it up, it's true.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, and even chicken. I don't like making chicken that much because it's all frozen half the time when you get it anyway. And like when you gotta make something this like chicken, half the time it has that weird kind of Play-Doh texture or silly putty
Yes.
texture, and
And
that's
that means it's not, yeah.
yeah, that means they froze it. And like I
Hmm.
don't want to pay premium money if they froze it. It's like I can just
I'm sorry, but most of the fucking meat you get in any store has probably been pre-frozen.
I know, and it pisses me off, and it doesn't like it tastes better if I don't freeze it, and it looks better like if it's ground. I know
If
they
it's
chill
not
it slow.
fresh and local, is a sense that, they get it fairly local.
Hmm.
Like you go to Walmart, any of that shit's probably been pre-frozen
Oh,
because
absolutely,
Mexico
absolutely.
and Canada and stuff like that
Hmm.
most of the time.
Give it to us raw. Give
We're
it
getting
to us
way off fucking
twitching.
course here.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Shira, damn it,
No,
Shira.
it doesn't matter. This is what our chats are. We talk about what the chat
She
wants. This is
rot.
the loose channel. This is the channel where we go with the flow. And this is kind of why
And
like
the
well this was
fuck is with the Ugg boots?
I know why is she wearing UGG boots? Well, they look like moon boots.
Oh, that
If
too.
you remember moon boots from the
Regardless.
80s.
Yes, I know, but now they're Ugg boots, so whatever. The whole fucking thing's ugly. The Spanx, the whole fucking nine
Yeah,
yards.
why is she wearing Spanx? She doesn't have hips or an ass to keep in. Like she doesn't have a tummy. What the hell? She's so
Because
scrawny.
I understand they're doing it because she's like supposed to be a prepubescent teen or whatever. I get that. But when she turns to Shira, she still shouldn't be a prepubescent teen.
I know, she should be a grown ass woman.
He-Man worked on the concept of such as Captain Marvel, aka Shazam, whatever you want to call it now. In a sense that when Adam became He-Man, he wasn't some dumpy little teenager. He was the heroic master of the universe, this super powered Superman who could do anything. And that's She-Ra was the same thing, just the female version. So it's like, how is that so hard to fuck up?
White women love UGG boots with sweatpants. I have never worn UGG
Fuck up,
boots, and I
I'm
don't
sorry.
like sweatpants. I do not like sweatpants. I have my kind of lounge ones. If it has a band at the bottom of the ankle, I will not buy it.
Well, in the
I do
modern
not like
dialect just
sweatpants.
takes me right the fuck out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the modern like cool.
Because
Yeah.
He-Man is set in, yeah, it's a little bit more kind of a sci-fi-ish technologically advanced kind of society, but it's still a more pre-Iron Age or Iron Age type society where it's like,
It's a fantasy land. This is why they
yeah,
cast
like in
certain people.
Conan kind of thing, but She-Ra fanciful. That's the word, or fantasy filled, and in a sense that yeah, it wasn't so much like the whole sword and sorcery kind of a place, but it was still in the same universe to where they didn't have people going around, that's fucking awesome,
I know.
badass, or as
But the
Peacock will
kind of
say, if you got to say badass or cool in your trailer, probably means your show or movie isn't.
yeah. Well, and it's like it's like one of my rules of whether something is good or not. It is if you quote another if your movie quotes another movie that's better, then your movie's kind of shit. Good movies don't quote other movies. Good movies are quotable. They don't quote other movies. I gotta remember how I
Right.
phrased it, but
Jamal Taylor says OG He-Man was just Adam with no clothes and a spray tan.
kind of.
Yes, but I've heard conflicting stories on this. I've heard it was like that because he was drawn that way in an early comic from the comic books that came with the toys. But I've also heard, I think his name is Lou Scheimer, whoever it was that produced the cartoon,
Lusheimer.
has stated that it was so much easier to animate using the same model and not creating a completely different model for Adam than what
Yeah.
He-Man was, basically
Oh yeah.
an animation style. And then the same thing, I think there was like the toy line was also easier to just redress He-Man, basically.
Mhm.
But then in the 2000 and even in the 1990s, they made Adam look different than he is when he's He-Man, and say even more so in the updated version from the early 2000s, or was it a little bit later? I can't remember. 2000.
Yeah.
Somebody help me out there. It was similar to the time they did the reboot of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
2002, 3, 4, somewhere in there.
2004 or something.
Was
Gamepad
it?
asks,
Yeah.
imagine if someone directed a Care Bears horror film and it got the R rating. Well, they already have that. It's called Naughty Bear, and it's a video game.
Or Demonic Toys.
Yeah,
Written
demonic
by
toys.
David S. Goyer.
God, there's so many of those good movies.
That's where he got his start, folks. That says everything about it. And
Early 2000s.
Demonic Toys is one of those movies that's so bad it's good. That's That's what I'm saying. And when I say that, that means that they weren't trying to make a bad movie like Sharknado.
Yeah.
It became a movie like Sharknado not by choice. Yeah, it was a full moon feature, so they are a little cheesy and B movie ish, but it's one of the cheesier ones of theirs.
Yeah, Tazayarki, Tila, and Evelyn used the same character design in the show too. Yeah, and that's they it's fine to kind of reuse animation. It's fine to reuse your footage for budget reasons. Just make it good. If you're gonna reuse it, I mean, the transformation animation that we saw 3 weeks ago for the new She-Ra looks like garbage. They didn't put any money or effort into it. They're animating it every third frame. It looks janky as shit. There's scale issues all over the place. She goes from having giant arms to skinny arms. She goes from having giant tree trunk legs to skinny legs. And it's insane and it's stupid.
Yeah, Comrade, the toys did come first, but Adam was not in the toy line till after the show was on. Neither was King Randor and a few of the other characters. So that's what I'm saying. It's muddy, and I know that's what Lou Scheimer said is the reason that they were so similar was because it was a lot easier to use the same models than it was to create new models. And that's what they were saying about the whole thing with Tila and Evelyn. And actually, if you look at She-Ra, she's very similar in model to Tila, too. And I think somebody had also said something about the original plan was to spin Tila off into her own show.
Well, yeah, and then they ended up with She-Ra.
Yeah, and I think that was mainly because there was like some joint deal with the toy company and Lou Scheimer, because the choice was... I think they had a lot to do with the design and creation of She-Ra, because it was going to be basically a third season of He-Man, and instead they ended up doing She-Ra.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the whole story as far as She-Ra goes, because I remember He-Man's story much better, but there's even holes in that. So it's like you got to do a little research here and there. And
yeah, did you watch the documentary on Netflix though?
Yes, I have seen that.
Okay, yeah.
There'll be a lot of people in the chat. You're not necessarily wrong, because I've heard a lot of conflicting information on this stuff too. Because you also got to remember, back then they didn't keep records as much as well, and it doesn't necessarily mean that, because the animated show was in production for a while before it was actually out as well. Yeah. You got to remember, back then cartoons weren't made in a couple weeks. You literally had 6 months from beginning to end of animation in a cartoon. Like the first few seasons of The Simpsons all took about 6 months an episode.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I mean, they had multiple episodes in production at once. That's how they did it, but...
Yeah, and they reused a lot of footage, and they reused the backgrounds, and that's how you got to do it. And there's nothing wrong with reusing some footage. There's nothing wrong with like the Hanna-Barbera, where you see Fred and Barney running past the same houses over and over again.
To me, Hanna-Barbera was even cheaper looking than Filmation.
Yeah, well, and it was also earlier.
Reused a lot of shit, but at least a lot of their shit, like you said before too, it's rotoscoped some of it, so it looks a
little better.
Clean movement instead of just herky jerky, considering I'm sure they're shooting it on the twos, as you put it, where I'm pretty sure that's only 12 frames per second, so they're not doing 24.
They're too scared to have an empowered redhead, even though redheads are everyone's favorite.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the story was. Somebody was telling me about that though, but it was originally intended to be a Tila, and it makes sense because if you go into, I think it was late in the second season, if I remember correctly, where we had the episode where Tila finds out about her lineage, and that would have made sense if she would have kind of gotten some kind of powers like the sorcerer and had her own kind of thing, maybe, or even took over as a new sorcerer somewhere or something, maybe. I don't know. But obviously, it's just, speculation. I don't remember the whole story, so don't quote me on all that. But I know the history of Adam is kind of muddy.
Yeah.
In a sense that to where exactly why he looks just like He-Man and doesn't look differently is kind of... I've gotten two different stories on that. So
yeah, and it's one of those things with like... We have the technology with research and the internet, and we have the digital computer technology to animate these things to kind of have a higher standard of continuity, to have a higher standard of because they were making it up as they went back then. They
well, to a point, yeah. But I was under the impression from the stuff that I've read and seen that they were basically, the show was almost simultaneous with the creation of the toy line. It just took a couple of years for the show to get on because the first season I think was 30 episodes, and the second season was like 100 episodes. Mm-hmm. So that second season took them a while to get to. I think that one I don't think came out till 85 or 84, late 84, something like that. And She-Ra, I believe, actually started in '85.
Yeah, because
So
I
they
think
went
that
right from
was.
season 2 into She-Ra, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure because I was like 6 when I had the She-Ra action
But
figure
like I
for
was saying,
Christmas.
it takes a long time to create these shows, and I know they were working hand in hand with the toy company. So, and they even said in the one documentary I seen too, they said how they were both bouncing on the cartoon would come up with something and the toy line would use it, and sometimes and vice versa.
Hmm.
So it was just like always a synergy between them working together. Like, okay, we're going to do this. We need a vehicle. Well, they got this coming out. Okay, well, we'll put that in the show. It was never so much that they were forced to use this stuff either. It sounded like
Exactly.
it didn't seem like they shoved it down their throats so much either, to where, because you notice and other characters show up all the on whatever, and they got really great story. Look at some of the people who worked on He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. You got people like Paul Dini.
Yeah.
I think what's his face who directed Incredibles worked on it too, if I'm not mistaken. Brad
Brad
Bird, I think,
Bird,
worked on it too. He might have. I can't remember.
JMS
Like,
from Babylon 5.
there's a couple other
Also.
there's a couple other very big animators and stuff and directors who went on later on who worked on the show. I think some people even from The Simpsons and stuff maybe, but yeah.
Also, I do have to promote my little Babylon 5 shadow ship emoji that we do have in chat. And yeah, here, let me do a quick shill session. We've been on 2 hours. For $4.99 a month, you can have access to the Babylon 5 shadow ship emoji, the Brie Larson emoji. Where is it? Brie Larson or Mikey Spock or anybody you can think of that has wooden acting. Alden Ehrenreich and the Mecha Random emoji. So shill away. That is the shill thing, and it's right there under the super chat. It'll say send a super chat or join on YouTube Gaming. And that's my shill.
Did, and I figured out that's where that overdraft came from.
Damn
but
it!
that's
I'm so
not
sorry.
your fault.
I'm sorry.
No, the bank figured it out. It's because I have a different account and it wasn't supposed to go through there. I don't know why it did. So
I'm sorry.
That's all right. No, that's not your fault. I got it worked out. So
No Zathras emoji. Well, Zathras needs an emoji. That might be the next one. I think I can unlock a few more. Tell me what you guys want for extra emojis, because we do these interactive live streams all the time over here. I see no excuse for all this lazy animation. Oh yeah, now for today's animation, yes. Today's animation is so lazy and
totally agree. Yeah, because even yes, some of the backs we were talking about, some of the shortcuts they used to use back then, but you had to. You fucking had to. You didn't have, like we said, it took 6 months to create some of these shows sometimes. So you didn't have the time to like make it look really good in 24 frames of animation like a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Or a Bashki movie or something like that, because it was expensive. On top of that, you had animators upon animators doing all this stuff. You didn't have 2 or 3 guys in front of a computer. I mean, just guys and gals, whoever.
Yeah, well, it's all gals now, probably.
Well, even then, it was a lot of girls doing the inking and painting because their fingers were small.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they could do finer lines and stuff like that, too.
If you want a good emoji, go with a bat cow. Maybe. Oh, holy crap. Thank you so much, Terry Bogard. $5 super chat.
I've been trying to think of a good emoji for you, but I can't come up with nothing. I'll figure something out.
Well, I think it would be seasonal. Oh, yeah, maybe some sort of a guitar emoji, yeah. Or a Ouija board emoji or something. And he says, hello, random, God bless. Did you see what Melody Britt said about She-Ra? Things are looking bad because something is happening behind the scenes. I have not seen. If you wanna look at that, if you want to look that up while we're on.
I can try.
Yeah.
Is it out there?
Yeah, I don't know. Where is it? Burn it down.
And I don't mean that in the sense that they're lying, but
Well, the problem with the She-Ra behind the scenes stuff is they gave somebody who really isn't that good at animating a diversity hired job, in my opinion. This is speculation. This is, this is just my educated guess. This is my opinion.
I'm sorry, but you're not wrong, because people like you should be making the show. Sorry. Yeah, or people like Doomcock, or people with talent, and people. I don't know if I have the talent for it, but because you're a woman too, but you're also, you understand this shit.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe. I mean, if I were in charge of something like Star Trek, definitely, or Star Wars for sure. But I would feel.
It's on our Facebook page.
Yeah, so somebody told me in chat, Stephen Ernst said they just started running Babylon 5 on the sideband broadcast channels, Comet TV. So I have to throw my shadow ship emoji out in chat for you guys.
If someone can just Yeah.
Or tweet it at us.
But
Tweet it at either myself or Tom if you guys have us
I
on
was gonna
Twitter.
say, yeah, just tweet it, even DM it to me. That's fine too,
Yeah.
on Twitter or whatever.
So if it's
I'll
something
pull
on her
the Twitter down
Facebook or
here.
like screenshot it, because I don't have Facebook.
Well, I do, but it uses so much bandwidth, and I don't want to.
Tasha Rock says, "Yes, you do, sexy bitch." Oh, thank you. You guys are so sweet. You girls and guys and everybody. Like, I'm not gonna assume anybody's gender. I say guys in the general sense. uh, God, it's the voice actress for the original She-Ra didn't like the negative backlash against fans. Okay. So Burnfield says the original voice actor for She-Ra was kind of annoying, too flimsy. Oh my god! But I did watch because of the boobs. I'm such a bad person. You know, this is what I've been saying. We are genetically and evolutionarily designed to look at chests.
Yeah, if
That
there was one
happens.
complaint I'd have about the original too, yeah, it would probably be that the voice was.
Comet TV shows, 8 p.m. Central. You can watch Babylon 5. Well, I can watch them on my DVDs, and that's what we do every week. I watch on my DVDs, and we're almost to season 2. We have 2 episodes left of season 1. So Saturday afternoon, we were doing the Babylon 5 live watch parties. Like, it sounds like a Far Cry. Herc Jr. just then. Did I? What did I say?
Do you have to be? I don't know. I'm not seeing nothing.
Do you have to be friends to see it on Facebook? There might be us. You might be able to just Google it. I call everyone guys. I will say hi, guys, which means everyone. Exactly. And I know a lot of people get offended.
Are you
by
talking
stuff.
about this where she had a nice long? A fan sent this to me. I know I may be taking a chance, posting and commenting on this, but my heart has been hurting about the comments. Some marketing people and publicity on the internet with regarding some fans of the original She-Ra series. I'm actually glad that in this published article, someone finally has said enough to the kind of and negative publicity that has been promoted regarding the fact that some people prefer the original series. It's a big world, and there's enough room for many cartoons, but because the She-Ra name is being used to do a new series, I believe you must respect the admiration of the fans of the original.
Yes.
And not because you have the power of marketing or an ego trip, put them into categories that denigrate their character and insinuate, that if they prefer the original, something is wrong with them. And meaning thousands of. I've never come across any. Sorry, I jumped a line. I've never come across any person who did not have a great heart and genuine love for the integrity and pure intention of the original series. It changed their lives for the better. It gave them comfort, laughter, and joy with a moral view that is exceptional 33 years later. I love each and every one of you. There you go.
Yeah. See, somebody's sticking up for the fans who don't want the new shit. I mean,
this is the kind of shit that other people should be saying. Definitely.
I wish Mark Hamill would say more shit like that. Like,
you
stop.
gotta respect the OG fans.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna not have a franchise if you keep this shit up of, oh, there's something wrong with you because you want a sexy She-Ra. You know, it's like, no, I want original She-Ra. I don't want a fucking reboot. We already have one. This is kind of that needs to be on that needs to be on a t-shirt. We've already got one, because I say that all the time about every one of these goddamn remakes and reboots. We already got one. This is the only version that's good. This is the only reboot that was good, and that's because they turned it into a fucking musical. And they did something so different with it. They went from black and white B movie to color. Shop? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm holding up Audrey.
Well, and there was movies that was like, I can't see you.
Yeah, so I was holding up Audrey.
It was one of those movies that was like, the original wasn't great. It was a great concept, but it was more of an experiment than a movie. It was just like, Roger Corman wanted to see if he could make a movie in 24 hours. Mm-hmm. And he had existing sets.
Yeah. And he worked with the actors that he had available, his usual staple of Roger Corman actors, and
he made it work.
And when they did the remake, they turned it into this musical with Frank Oz, and with they had, it was such a different thing.
Well, it was based on the Broadway play.
Yeah, and it was such a different thing too. So that I don't mind. I don't mind reboots when you completely change them. If you're doing like, it's like covering a song. If you're doing just a straight cover of a song, why bother? Unless you're a cover band, right? If you're a cover band, then go at it. But if you're doing it as like, I am this new band up and coming, and I'm going to cover somebody's song and do a straight version of it, or I'm going to do the slowed down shit version for a movie trailer, which I always hear. Yeah, EVS rebooted Cyberfrog. Not all reboots are bad, but he owns Cyberfrog in the first place. Gamepad says, if I were in charge of Star Wars, I would fire KK, get rid of RJ, and retcon episode 8, or retcon Solo, retcon episode 8, retcon Solo, cancel Resistance, and promote the live-action TV show The Mandalorian. Well, and I'm kind of worried about how bad The Mandalorian's going to be now, because everybody wants Boba Fett, and we can't have Boba Fett, and that's kind of the problem. That's one of the issues that we have.
Sorry, I got distracted by something.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sending you the screenshot of her Facebook thing and the story that it's attached to, in case you want to do a video on it later or something.
Yeah, I might actually, if you want to send it on Twitter.
I think it'd be a good one for you, yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably record it tonight and stick it on Patreon. I've got another one I'm going to record tonight probably, or maybe I'll wait till tomorrow with because I'm going to be covering the Discovery episode for sure, and I don't want to watch it, but at least it's short. At least it's short. At least it's short.
Yeah.
Oh boy, and that's one of the things that kills me, like, is Discovery. It's so insulting to the fans, and the Star Trek and the Star Wars community. I think the Star Wars news sites are worse about attacking the fans than Star Trek. My problem is, like, the writers are so disrespectful to Star Trek.
It probably just seems that way because the Star Wars community is so much bigger.
Yeah.
There's still organized groups out there that are trying to attack, like, even us.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I mean, I've seen proof of that. So, I mean, it's just, you have it on both sides. And then you have those in the middle who are genuinely upset or genuinely love it and respect those who don't, care for something, who are upset. In fact, that's kind of funny because I'm not going to point out anything, but I just seen somebody say something on Twitter about Star Wars and Kathleen Kennedy and degrade people who don't like the way things are going, basically in a roundabout way, by saying something that I actually respect a lot, and just really brings me down to see that.
Yeah.
It's like, really? Okay.
Yeah, it's so... Fuck, it's so insulting, and so... I don't know why you have to... I don't know what the problem is with Kathleen Kennedy not just stepping down. Why can't she just retire?
I think this is a compromise.
Yeah, I think it's a pride thing. I think she's got somebody's balls in her purse, and she's got dirt on somebody, and...
To a point, yes, but I think a big part of it is more so that... like I said, Rian Johnson's not going to get his trilogy. That was part of the deal. Nobody wanted the job. The 3 years that she's going to be working on, what are we going to get? 2 movies out of it? Maybe.
Yeah, well, we'll get the Indiana Jones
shit that's
movie.
already in motion and the television series, and now everybody's, it's because of her we're getting this Mandalorian series. I wouldn't count my chickens before they hatch, so I don't know.
Yeah. KK is pretty wealthy. Money talks in Hollywood. Well, and that's the thing. They don't do it for money. They do it for prestige. They do it for bragging rights. They do it for awards. They do it for... They do it for fame. They do it for more... For how many articles are written about them. How many people are talking about them. And it's... They're so rich to the point where they don't need the money anymore. For ego's sake. Absolutely. KK will probably be kicked upstairs for 3 years. Yeah, and you fail up. That's another thing in Hollywood. They fail up. Money talks and BS walks. Exactly. Oh, it's kind of... God, it's so insulting. It's so insulting to the fans that have put their hard-earned money and their lives and their passion. We're the people who've been spending money on this stuff for 40 years of our lives, practically. Some of us longer. And they don't care. They just want to do away with it. They just want to... They just want to flush us out down the toilet like we're yesterday's garbage, and I'm tired of being treated like garbage by these franchises and by these producers and by these studios. It's so insufferable and it's so disgusting, and I am more interested in throwing my money at independent projects and at people who I know are actually going to get the money. You know, I'll go and throw my money at like an independent B movie director who I know from his website is going to get the money for something, because he's not going to be talking shit about me. You know, he's not going to be saying, "Oh, you're a man baby if you didn't like my movie." You know, and that's kind of the huge issue. Like, I'm not going to ever watch any movie Ryan Johnson's ever directed, ever, because he's an asshole. I'm not going to watch anything with Kathleen Kennedy's name attached to it anymore, because she's a cunt, and I'm sorry she is. I'm not going to watch anything with any of these people. I'm not going to watch anything with Brie Larson because she's a fucking cunt. I don't want to deal with her. Like, I don't want to watch it. I'm not going to give her money, you know, and I probably have to watch it for the channel, which sucks. It sucks. There's got to be, you know, a better way to do it. But it's the same thing with Mikey Spock. I don't want to watch it because she's...
Well, it's like I should be going to see Venom right now, but A, I don't have the money, and B, I'm not crying about it.
I know. Like, who cares?
I'll see it eventually.
Yeah, like... Ryan Johnson sucks as Johnson. I don't think he could reach it. If he has one, it's... he would break a rib trying to suck it out. You know, it's...
I'm not going to go there. That was going to be mean.
Go ahead, be mean. No, you can be mean. I don't mind.
Nope. I don't need lawyers to show up at my door.
Well, prove he has a dick. I have no proof he has one. That's what I always say. I have no proof he has one. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
See, that's close to what I was going to say, but I didn't need to, you know, get like a defamation suit or something after me.
Well, I don't think it's defamation. I mean, if we're just talking shit, it's like, wait, this isn't official.
You're defaming me. You're saying I don't have a penis.
Well, prove you have one. This
I made Star Wars.
So?
I made it better.
No. I don't think
so. Movie.
Oh my god.
Why did I get kicked off the lot? Why? Quit dragging me out of here. Wait.
Can we kick him between the legs to see if he had one? Well, I would never condone that. You never want to assault anybody. You never want to be like this fucking pussy boy who kicked a woman. Oh my god, that one pisses me off so much. That was another thing I was complaining about, and I was like, I'm livid about that. Like, why? Where is my spaceship? Where is this world that we're supposed to have evolved in, and we're supposed to live together in peace and harmony and learn from our mistakes and learn from the past and evolve and progress? You know, we're in such a progressive society, but we keep regressing and we keep going through the same bullshit cycles year after year. We keep doing the same shit to each other. We keep having the same arguments about, you know, oh, this is bad, that's bad, and there's both sides of this shit, and I hate going political on my channel because I fucking hate all of them, and I am, you know, one of those people. I know I'm right. That is the thing. I know I'm right about things, and I know damn well, and it's one of those things I live by, you know. There's three sides to every story. Yours, mine, and the truth, but I'm like, the truth is my side, so it sucks so much that we're kind of in this day and age, in this world where nobody learns from anything. Nobody learns from their mistakes. Nobody learns from other people's mistakes. We keep perpetuating the same cycle. We keep producing the same people over and over again. I mean, how many more of these people do we need that are going to be like out there doing a lot of these shitty, horrible things, assaulting each other? How many more people like that do we need? How many more people do we need that are out there hurting people? You know, how many more people do we need out there making garbage reboots? For, you know, who cares? How many more blind, mindless consumers do we need, you know? And this is why I love you guys. You guys are blind, mindless consumers. You guys get it. You guys understand what's going on. You're not going to just buy the same bullshit and be upset by it, you know, and be fine with it or whatever. My rant's kind of going all over the place, but, you know, we don't need any more of this stuff, right? You turned your camera on, or did I lose you? Oh, you're showing me what are you showing me? Your gremlins thing? Yeah, but that's a cool thing.
No, asshole.
Oh, your cat.
You didn't even see him, did you?
No, he's behind.
You see his eyes?
Oh, hi. Hey, kitty. He doesn't see me. I like kitties. I know, rant. And not being mindless consumers is why they hate us. Yes, and that's the thing. Not being mindless consumers is why they hate us. The cycle of suck. It is the cycle of suck. Same shit, different day. I know. I think I'll skip Venom.
The
Jeremy.
cycle of suck.
I wish the droid wasn't in the movie. I know that Han Solo movie. Yeah, I can't bring myself to buy it because that droid was so goddamn obnoxious.
Call you Chewbacca. I'm gonna call you Chewie.
God, and that Han Solo movie.
On that guy.
What about the droid attack on the Wookiees? Ugh. Yeah, it's. We are not blind, mindless consumers. We pick and choose. There are things I will collect. There are things I will throw money at if I think it's worth it. But I am not going to throw my money at every goddamn movie that comes out. This is why I keep telling people, no, I don't give a fuck about Venom. I'm not going to go see that. I don't care about Venom.
I'm going to pay for another movie when I go. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I'm not giving Sony money for this. I got to go see it for the channel to roundtable it. No. Fucking way am I paying
money for Clock in the Wall, the House of the Clock in the Wall, or something.
I'll find something better than that. Yeah, I'm not gonna say what movie, but
Star is Born came out too. That looks good.
Yeah, but that's the boycott's all about. People are saying go pay for that if you're gonna go see Venom.
Yeah,
but you know,
and you can't pay for that.
Any movie but that.
Yeah, what else is playing? Pay for some movie
any other Sony movie.
Yeah. And we're kind of in the same boat where we can't buy anything from Sony. We can't buy anything from Disney. We can't buy anything from, God, who else? Fox. Well, Disney owns Fox now. Everything's going to be one fucking company. And we were talking about this on the roundtable last night, or on the Tribunal last night. Nerdonic says, I'm going tonight. I gave them money. Well, yeah, but you watch it for the channel, and you watch it because you want to watch it, because you're a comic book guy. You know, and that's not being a blind... Yeah, that's not being a mindless consumer. You know, that's not being...
No, I'm going to go. I'll pay for something else. I don't care what it is.
No, and there's nothing wrong with genuinely wanting to see it, but there's kind of a point where somebody like me, you kind of have to realize what you're interested in and what you're not interested in sometimes, because there's a lot of movies I just don't care about. And this is why I didn't see Black Panther, because I don't fucking care. It looks like the same goddamn superhero movie over and over again, and now you're telling me I'm a racist if I don't want to see it. So I'm not going to see your movie. I'm not going to give it money. And, you know, it's bad enough that I have to pay money for the Infinity War movie that took place in, or part of it took place in Wakanda. Like, I kind of struggled with that one. But, you know, if you're going to be a dick about it, I'm not going to give you money so you can be a dick to me. I mean, I can pay a woman to wear high heels and a bustier and slap me in the face if I really want to, and she's going to be sexy and dressed like that, and I could probably have some relations with her as well at the same time. You know, there's no reason to pay money to these movies and franchises if they're going to insult you, unless you are genuinely interested in it. If you're kind of a casual moviegoer like myself, and you just want something to talk about, just watch a review. Watch Mahler's reviews. He does pretty good in-depth reviews. Watch Doomcock's reviews. Watch Nerdrotic. Watch Tom. Watch the people who are paid to review them. Ish. And I say ish because we're not like paid.
Just don't watch me in the shower.
Yeah, just don't watch me in the shower.
Scary.
Don't listen to the big media sites like Nerdist or Collider or any of those type of people, because they all have it's in their best interest to give positive reviews on everything, whether they are shills or not. It is not the point. It is in their best interest to give positive reviews because they are associated and affiliated with things. AMC movie theaters, the AMC chain, owns the company that owns Nerdist, or it's the other way around, that the company that owns AMC also owns Nerdist or something. So I don't listen to them. I don't click their videos. I don't watch them, because if they're telling me that the AMC theater, or they don't even say that. You know, I had to look that up. And they're like, oh, yes, but we don't let it affect it. Well, yes, you do.
AMC used to have their own kind of thing, too. And then Collider bought that out, or however that worked. And then AMC kept doing their own thing or whatever. But everybody from that went over to Collider. I don't remember how it all went. But, you know, and then it was, that's the thing, is you're right.
Yeah.
Exactly it is you're reading the story from. What company...
Yeah, who owns
do they have something to gain or lose by the story being a positive or a negative?
Mm-hmm. And a lot of times they will even subconsciously give a positive spin on something because they think they're going to get something out of it. They think they're going to get the chance to meet somebody, or they think they're going to get the exclusive thing, or they'll get a review copy or something.
Or they get pressured.
Yeah, or they get pressured. They get pressured into writing a good review or something.
Or this bot story.
Yeah, that stupid bot story. Oh God.
Perfect example. Do you think that I highly doubt, unless that guy sent it out to every freaking reporter in the Tri-County area of wherever he lives or whatever. I mean, come on. Somebody at the studio or something brought that to their attention and they did a
No.
story on it.
No, and it's God. I was reading there is something. Sarah actually read a review or sent me a review or something today about some it was like a last Jedi Disney review or some or a review of Last Jedi or something. It's like, yes, it subverted my expectations and it didn't exactly pan out the way I thought, but but it was a good thing, and they all use the same little buzzwords. They always say subvert my expectations, it's a good thing. Oh, it's a good thing. Solo flopped. It's a good thing The Last Jedi subverted our expectations, because that gets into your brain, that gets into your subconscious, and you start repeating that. And the weak-minded people repeat that stuff. Comrade Tom wanted to speak with me, the Soviet bot. Oh, Lord. YouTube needs to grow up here. Seriously, it's the internet. It's not family friendly or whatever the shit's called. Well, and that's the thing. Like, I have not really gotten in trouble for swearing. The only video I've ever gotten in trouble for that I've gotten demonetized on for my content was the Captain Marvel Brie Larson Entertainment Weekly cover, where I said the Force isn't female, the Force not the Force, the future isn't female. There's all so many of these stupid things. The future isn't female. We need both genders to have a species. And yeah, it's such bullshit that
I don't know. Hollywood has become the child who keeps sticking his finger in the light socket repeatedly.
Yeah, exactly. Over and over again. It's almost like I said that with
it gives me a tension headache just thinking about it.
It's like what I said with the Picard show, where like they're dangling this Captain Picard show at us for that, and I'm like, okay, you're gonna dangle this cupcake in front of me, but I know damn well it's got an electric cord in the back of it.
Well, Gary was talking about it earlier. If he's still out there, say hi. He was talking about it. He's like, well, what if it's corrected it? And I'm like, I have a feeling. I said this in the chat. So I'm like, I have a feeling they're going to overcorrect it too much, like Justice League.
Yeah,
because Justice League was a way overcorrection for what was before in Batman v Superman and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Most pretty much hit the right tone, I'd say. To me, Wonder Woman was still a little dark. Cinematography wise, once she leaves the island, it's just very gray and dreary through the rest of the movie. But outside of that, even though I don't care for the movie personally, it at least I think got the tone where they should have been, should have been from the start. But then when you get to Justice League, it's like watching Super Friends the movie.
God.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
Tekkaman and Blade says, no, they have become the pay attention to me child. It's important. Listen to me. Hey, look what I'm doing. That's Hollywood these days. Yep. That is kind of Hollywood these days. It's very much well, and you don't become an actor or a producer or somebody if you don't want attention. You don't become a movie star if you don't want it. You don't become a YouTuber if you don't want the attention. Like, and that's a lot of it. Cody Boddicker, I want a cupcake. Yeah, I do too. I'm like actually starving. We've been going about 2.5 hours. It's probably time to wind down. And I know
I like cake.
Yeah, I know Nerdrotic is going to go live in about an hour with this Star Trek thing, and I will probably be watching that.
Star Trekking over to Nerdrotic.
Yeah, and if you guys want to click in the chat here, Nerdrotic channel, you can find them and you go over and subscribe to them and watch the review of Star Trek Discovery live in about an hour. Oh, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Is there any final words you want to say?
Well, I want to say, I know Andre's got a very interesting Venom mini documentary coming up. He wrote it. Rob's, of course, narrating.
Okay.
And I'll be editing, as usual. He went digging.
Okay.
He dug up some old emails.
Ooh.
And that's all I'm going to say.
Ooh.
Other than that, if you were really into the Russian bot story and want to get to know it a little better, we had Larry, a good friend of ours from the Wilk Report, over on Mike Wilk's Wilk's channel over there, Wilk Report. Kind of fumbled myself there, but I think you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. Mike and Larry from the Wilk Report.
Yeah, well, Larry joined us the other night and gave us just an excellent breakdown of this guy's quote-unquote science and his theory and how he got there and what it actually means and what he was intending it to mean. And we may actually do a follow-up to that soon because Larry even got a hold of this guy in email last night. So, yeah, that may be something we talk about this weekend or something perhaps. But definitely check that video out if you want to get to know what exactly is going or how this guy came to this conclusion anyway, and what Larry really thinks the conclusion says, which it's pretty much bullshit. We'll get you get that point, but he's also said some things to me since he's talked to the guy where he I don't know if he's gotten some more information from him, so stay tuned for that too. I know I'm kind of like shilling and plugging Midnight's Edge After Dark and Midnight's Edge
here. That
is
perfectly fine.
We've got a lot of good stuff coming up. So
well, you're part of the family here, and I
got to get cracking on some interviews too, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, Pen Farm Girl, we have a new emoji in chat. I think you might appreciate that and know what that emoji is. And thank you for being here. And thank you guys so much. We are winding down, and yeah, definitely check out Nerdrotic. Check out Tom over on Midnight's Edge After Dark. Check out Plug Away You Damn Shell. And and never feel like you have to send super chats or watch the ads on my channel. Never feel like you have to do that. I appreciate every single person who does.
All that stuff, as I always say, means just as much as the rest too. I mean, we always appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And it means the world to us when you are able to, and there's some of you out there who do it, and we wish you wouldn't.
And you never ever have to, because I don't want to focus on. I don't want to be one of those channels that only reads the super chats or begs, and I don't want to be one of those people who says, watch the ads, and if you do great, that's wonderful. I really appreciate it if you do. And thank you guys so much for the channel members, the people with a little kitty cat face and their names are in green. They are channel members, and they support for $4.99 a month, and they're amazing and very loved, and they have access to the Brie Larson emoji, the Mecha Random emoji.
Pay that to you every month?
Yeah.
Okay, I got to figure out if I can switch that from what payment it goes out of.
And you can cancel that at any time. Doesn't matter too.
I mean, I don't want to do that to you, but I gotta have to either figure it out or something. That's personal stuff. It's weird because it didn't ask me for my PayPal which one to go through, and it went out of the wrong account.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'll talk to you a little bit about it earlier. Like, when did I send you this super chat?
Oh, I wish I could super chat. I do support a channel through Patreon. I can't do much more. No, don't worry about it. I never want to be one of those. Don't. If you see me turning into one of those, click off me and tell me you're stupid and you're begging, because I do not want to be one of those channels. I see those all the time, and they piss me off, and they bother me to no end, and I click off immediately. But
I suppose I owe the rest of the context to that story too. Yeah. I got an overdraft fee because the account that it came from didn't have anything really in it at the time, because it's not meant for stuff. But I do have it attached to my PayPal for certain reasons, and yeah, when I signed up for it, it took it out of that account instead of my main account. So luckily I got it all figured out. But yeah, so check that out. I don't know why that's weird. It's the only time it's ever done that to me. So
yeah, I only have my one account set up to my PayPal, but
no, I'll figure it out. If I have to subscribe or something somehow, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's all right. It doesn't matter. And I never want to make pressure people, but
super chats and stuff too.
Yeah. But and thank you so much on Gamepad. Don't worry about it. You guys are just being here talking in chat helps so much. Just that interaction, the chatting and the algorithms and all that stuff. The chatting helps. And I do try and hit every single person who chats. And sometimes if I have somebody on, it's a little harder to get to. But I did have a good half an hour of just me ranting. So hopefully I hit up everybody in chat and at least answered one of your comments. So thank you guys so much. Who else is live until Gary goes live? Gary won't be live for an hour. Let's send you guys on a raid over to somebody. Who is live?
Let me check and see if Rob's busy. If he's not, maybe we will go quick. So go ahead and talk to us real quick for me.
Just real quick. Well, I was going to send people over on a raid, but Odin is live. So yeah, if you guys want to go over to say hi to Odin's movie blog.
Then don't worry about it. Never mind. I didn't know anybody else was live right now.
Yeah, he is live, so I'm gonna drop a link in the chat. But if you guys want to go live, go right ahead. I need to grab something to eat. I'm starving. I haven't eaten since 11:30 this morning, so and it's been a day. It has been a day, so. But if you guys do want to go live, let me know. And I don't want to compete with Gary, but if you guys do need to go live, let me know, and I will hop on.
That was the thing is I'd end before Gary would start, so.
Oh, okay. Well, he's starting in an hour, so I don't know how much time there is.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if other people were. I didn't know other people were. You know, within our vicinity were live, so I don't want to step on anybody's.
Yeah, I know. I know. Well, what time are you going live, Gary? Are you going live in an hour, or are you going live after that? Because it said in our group chat here he's going live. Let's see. And I think Odin might be wrapping up here pretty soon too. He's been going for about an hour. But yeah. I can't see what time you're going. I can't see what time you're going.
6:45 Pacific time.
6:45. So 7:45, 8:45 our time. So you got like an hour and 15 minutes.
That's plenty.
Okay.
But I'm not going to step on anybody. So yeah, I think Rob's busy recording that. So either way, I think we'll take the night off then, and I'll sulk and not going to see Venom. Oh dear Lord.
I know. But yeah, I've got a link for Odin's movie blog, and Gary will only be live for 20 minutes. If you want to go live after him.
Oh, then he's got to go hit Venom. Yeah, we'll see. I know Rob's got to get that done. I got to get that editing done. So like, we'll see.
Okay. Well, let me know.
I want to, but
yeah, let me know.
It's kind of like we'll see.
Let me know. But anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Go tell Odin's movie blog Mecha Maniacs sent you and all of those wonderful things. And hail Odin's movie blog, hail Odin, and all of our lovely supporters and wonderful friends like Stephanie B and Lando Calrissian and everybody over there, Lethal Lightning, Michael Scuiff, all of those people. Tell them Mecha sent you, Mecha Maniacs sent you. We are the Mecha Maniacs, the randomizers. And thank you guys so much. I will see you guys on the next live stream or video. Bye!